stages yet in their long and storied careers.
If you win this game, you're going to the grand finals with double map veto, a decisive step for either team to look towards that second trophy and cement the legacy. When PRX played last on this map, they were fighting heavy for mid. Here's something with a little peek out through elbow. Not punished, good information, but EDG fend off that first attempt at PRX taking early control. But they are always going to be active, always looking for that second opportunity.
And there it is. Calling it into motion now, but both teams also looking for the same signs of life. So PRX though, stun! Not even a connection, it's raw gunfire! And it paves the way to success for a pistol round. PRX, there's been no slowing down.
If that's a sign of what's to come, EDG are going to have to rally themselves. Absolute flawless pistol, lots of aggression. EDG were waiting for it, couldn't hold on. It's one of the first times, might be the only time, where I wasn't sure who the crowd was going to be rooting for here, Brent.
Yeah.
They've been so heavily behind, both of the teams from China. Today, I think it is actually leaning a bit PRX. Both incredibly popular teams. And so fun to watch every time they played against each other.
The clash over towards that A main angle. That not taken care of, it was delayed by Envy. We're going for another refight as well, gearing up for it now. Guardian in hand, the whole squad following up and through, leaving it just to Chichu.
Seemed like a little bit of a questionable map decision to take us over to Breeze in the first place. But Chichu is going to find out here as Divide cleans things up. PRX are willing to bring the fight.
Yeah.
It's a map where we haven't really seen PRX's attack side. They dismantle Vitality so quickly, we barely got to see it. But their defense is really aggressive, and they love playing against teams that fight into them. This is the kind of matchup where PRX should be absolutely at home.
EDG finally got some weapons in their hands, though. Look to see if they can punch back. And you're right, these players should be at home on the PRX side. Strong form that they've showcased so far. Continuation of it. Now something might get a chance here.
Asleep at the wheel.
Up, yeah. Chichu's crossed up here, but Kang is going to be tested now. Guardian in his grips, looking for a little bit more here. Slide off Bango. It's Forsaken who gets the better of him. First kill advantage. Massively going away at PRX so far along with these fights.
Same gun for both. Forsaken just a little quicker to the trigger. Envy's clearing this area out now. Let's Divide lean over a little bit to go and help something, but this B site broadly undefended.
Just ignoring the drone now. It's a bit of chip damage straight to the chest. This guy's revealed up though, and surely going to be spammed down something. Double cloud burst. They're going to escape. Going to give up a lot of this space now, wait for the rest of his team to come through. The bullets tagging.
It's great retake pattern from PRX though. They're taking away all of these safe spaces that the post-plant players might play on. Very claustrophobic right now for EDG.
Corralled them into the site. They've got to try and fight forwards here because the post-plant positioning is not ideal like you're saying. It's a bonus idea from PRX, and right now they're coming up with everything. Nobody takes matters into his own hands. Deep push into CT. Chichu, the next up to step up, and again he's actually delivering and dishing it all the way out. But Jing with that DTP, just trying to hunt down where these stragglers could be. Left unaccounted for. A lot of damage done, but it's EDG barely surviving, limping into a win, but a round win nevertheless.
The two players that survive had some of the most important kills. That swing out through nobody into Arches relieved that suffocating pressure that they were under. After he got this kill, suddenly, okay, now we have a safe area that we can play from. I know that I can put my back to a wall. And Chichu trades things out. It has done damage, though, to the economy. Gianni's going to be coming into this one with just a Bulldog, but rifle's back and in the hands of Kang, that's better than the weapon he was using previously.
Deep mid control though, prioritized by PRX. We talked about it, they're always going to be active on the defense. Forsaken making sure, oh, he's asserting himself here into the cove, but he's got to be careful. Bit of spam! My God, there's the punish! Stepping towards it. Dominating the control of that cove position. Now a drone to see if they can lead it one step further. EDG going to be given a lot of control of the side here. The snakebite and the shock darts have to be sidestepped, but what is the next level to this? Steadily gearing up, plant, eventually going to be going down here. Jones going to be sweating out a couple of the players' positions.
Watch Jenny with this other flash that he has in his back pocket.
Kang, it's already taken ahead though, clean off the shoulders from Divide. Big reveal into the back.
They flashed, but there was no follow-up.
Yeah, a massive player advantage though. EDG surely favored this one. Post-plant positioning, it's pretty impeccable. Every angle's really being covered here. PRX, hand's gonna be forced. Hold on, they're getting a couple of kills, just exiting out, but already I think time against him a little bit too much.
It's a great punish early on onto Forsaken. That opens things up massively for EDG. Forsaken was trying to fake as if they were putting some pressure over towards A main. You know how he plays. He tries to puff himself up and look big, look threatening in situations to mitigate the way that PRX plays their macro, but this time, EDG call his bluff, come away with a really nice, easy round, to be honest. Kang also being able to find another in the midst of it in a post-plant. Dead to rights, Forsaken caught there.
Yeah.
They're going to need more of that.
2-2, even game. These two teams have gone back and forth ever since 2023 of champs. They've been trading their matches against one another. Close affairs even before that. We're expecting something similar here. Again today. Something again onto this angle. Crouched up at this time.
Spike down, B.
Not asleep at the wheel. Gets the punish off onto Nobi. It's a big kill.
Yeah, I mean, if Smoggy's going to be using that smoke to try to threaten like they could take some B space, they need to be more aware than that.
Gearing up now, but they don't have any initiator util to burst out of this one just inside, but that's going to be dissipating. Flash, underhanded, still unaccounted for. It's something holding it down, flick of the wrist, can't quite manage it, but Kang going to be dropping back off now still. Reinforcements have arrived at Invi. Taking over now, taking over.
It's just beautiful. This backbone of PRX, Divide and Invi, have been far too strong in this tournament. The other players happy to take that extra risk, play their lives in a bit more of a risky way. Yeah, something goes for the extra peek at the Cloudburst. Why not when you have a guy like this behind you? It's the early fights that have been defining these rounds. And PRX gearing up for a triple fight over towards A. They've got that retake wall that they can always back off to, and there he is again. He's everywhere.
Something. He's got a hot hand and more, putting it to good use. We talked about it, the first kills have been defining these early rounds. PRX, it's a big one to find.
That's completely alone as well. Nobody covering over towards window. He's just using the conditioning, the idea that the attackers are not going to want to peek window because I've been punishing it so much. I'll be able to get a free peek straight into elbow.
Yeah.
And Chishu's not ready for it.
Kang will look to get an orb here, get a Blade Storm online. They're worried though about these A main fighting again. That's prior conditioning. PRX be making the right moves here, putting a bit of fear into the back of the minds of the EDG players. Drone forwards. See if he can get any tags.
Kang didn't get the orb.
Well, apparently not. Didn't actually end up going for it here. The paranoia, but a DTP into the corner. That molly at your feet. Jing, jing, jing! Very brave stuff. Gonna hand over the gun at the end of the day here, but Hunter's Fury might do enough. Potential tags damage. There it is. Kill claimed. Jenny going down. Nobody with a plan, but it's just a tap to see there's an extra element that they can pull out of. PRX still getting information, squaring up Kang. Trying to batter his way past this one. It's in his hands here. Nobody not feeling like it's a safe place at all. The squeeze being applied. Kang!
Oh my God.
Dash forwards. Went for an ace now, and now with a Blade Storm out ready to slice and dice potentially, but he's hunting forward at last. Straggling player. The movement. The bullets. My God.
Something's got his head in his hands. Can't believe what they've just allowed Kang to do. Don't give him an inch. The guy's a superstar with a champs trophy for a reason. Hasn't had the loudest tournament yet, but he's electrifying London now. What was this?
That's unbelievable.
I am the best!
He's playing like it. Heating up.
They're looking to take that A main control again. PRX throwing smokes into their face, threatening like they could be refighting. We saw Kang wasn't able to pick up the orb in the previous round because of that threat, because of that pressure. This time, no such worry.
Ult's being expended here. And Kang misstepped there with a movement. Didn't go anywhere at all, but the wall. Oh, it's a bit of spam. So walls are going to be dropping on either side. It's traded out.
Frankly, I think PRX will take that.
Spike
See how this one
planted.
goes now. The pit being committed, it's going to be a very tough retake here for PRX. Already only working with the Sheriff. Operator in the hands or something. It's a good tag. PRX are going to have to go hunting. Fishing for a couple of kills here. Nobody fast onto the fight, but he's made noise. Something's ready for it. Watchful eye onto that angle. And Avenue now. Up through main. His players are being domed, toppled now. It's just a pit that stands up against it. The true test now to see if he can get past all of this. Jenny steps forwards now, jumping, trying to hit that transfer. Chichu! 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 Single-handedly pushes them all back and away.
This is that 1-2 punch that could carry EDG to another trophy. If Kankan and Chichu are pulling out rounds like this, they could end up being unstoppable. These are the two monstrous players that powered them to that champs run a couple years ago. And two players, Chichu. Normally these teams have got such great protocols for dealing with the pit. To be honest, I don't think there was too much wrong with PRX's idea of how they wanted to clear that, but Chichu was just better. That's with a Vandal as well, by the way.
Yep. PRX again putting emphasis being placed over towards mid with these walks, but that's a lovely knife. He's going to get the tag here. The ult's a surprise.
The ult's brilliant as well, just turns off Something's Bladestorm.
It completely takes away any chance of PRX being able to bite back here, but they are still approaching and threatening from the flank, and that puts the pressure onto Chichu here. Just missing slight timing. Coming and arguing about his positioning, but now he feels it, the threat coming from multiple directions, asking for Smoggy's assistance and help, but trades coming through thick and fast now. That Bladestorm finally back in action into the hands of Something. Flash no forwards and a fight towards. It's a lovely shot. Kankan played in perfectly there by some of the supportive util in V. Looking to see if he can play to capitalize on some of this noise, but it's all watched by nobody towards that back, and they got a firm idea of where Divide stands. 2-round lead now for EDG.
This round, all about stifling that threat from PRX. Still good pathing from them on the retake. But all of the timings controlled beautifully by EDG. That first bit of pressure with the mid-push, cancelled out by Jenny's ultimate. The next bit of pressure coming from the flank, cancelled out by Jenny's flash. I know he's not at the top of the scoreboard right now, but he has been massively important for EDG. He's slotted back into this team beautifully.
Yeah, player with a ton of pressure to perform. I see guns once more with that operator in Something's hands, but he's tagged up here. Blind shots might be required. He's going to be blinded up regardless. Has to dash to disengage. There's plenty of PRX players potentially waiting. Chichudo. Backstab, a threat now onto the flank that's going to be making it all the more awkward. Thorn in their sides, but it comes down to this raw individuality. Envy potentially taking over again. It's Jenny. That's a straight back, doubled up to face it. It's an onslaught occurring onto the B site. Something. Open sight lines given to him, but now unavoidable really. Has to peel back, has to save this operator. EDG are really running away with this map.
That's part of the reason why we were looking at it in the map pool and saying, what on earth is this? Yeah. Unexpected. We were expecting PRX to pick into the weakness of EDG's Haven. Instead, they go for a map where EDG have been destroying people in VCTCN. They're hounding down Something at the end here too.
He's got no money here. We'd love to keep this gun and sharp shooting.
Mad peak.
Yeah.
But it's Jenny who gets killed towards the end, who's an absolute savior once more for EDG. Chichu's lurk was fantastic too, to be able to pick off that first player. It drew Something's op away from the fight. But just when you think Envy's done enough, Jenny responds. Chichu comes back around to be able to support him as well in that high-low setup. EDG are very comfortable on this map.
They're looking unreal right now. Snappy. Magnetic straight up here. Deep dart, deep flash, now an even deeper dash. Forsaken. It's the overdrive being forced to be pulled down, but he's not expecting this one. It's a crossfire set up. Forwards! Jing attempting for the punish. Straight it out though. Chaos occurring in that A main fight, but now finally a bit of a stalemate called for. Player advantage here to EDG into the post plant once more. It's a very nice setup from them. High lows set up, slightest of angles, just a jiggle and a shoulder. It's all something needed, and he's evened it into a 3v3. Coven to the back. Preemptive spam. Smoggy making the most of it though, and still Kang unaccounted for on this push. Looking for a little bit more here. Signs of life though, but he's going to be revealed out to the open. Time ticking. PRX going to get a bit of a move on here. Doubled up towards it. Invi with a quick trade. Now the shot class flying through. Nobody knows. 70 HP. He's going to see if he can hope for the best. A few sharp shots. Something sticking. He needs the defense in order. No way! Absolutely unreal. And what a way to play it in the 1v2.
What are these rounds that EDG are pulling out? Nobody is an utterly unique individual.
There's no one on earth that's going to play a 1v2 like that.
Survives
Other than him.
Survives on 1 HP. The jumping to the exact opposite corner.
You're joking.
By the way, he had a recon.
You're joking.
Could have used that. What an animal. What an absolute beast. What an incredible example of individual moments that we are seeing from EDG to power them forwards in this game.
Squad. They made that abundantly known in 2024 champs when they lifted that trophy.
I'll keep them quiet.
They never come in as favorites, but they've done it before anyway.
Cannot count them out. And the knife positioning again is just sublime. Supportive util. Something didn't know which way to look.
Yeah, great take, great control. And something without a player there to be able to break the recon for him. I think they were hard expecting that to be the EDG push with the Harbor ult into A. And now they're forced to make a reaction on the other side. Nobody has got his eyes on this.
Yes, but there's a lot of outflanks by PRX. Turning here, straight up, sharp. With a shooting here. Rifle in hand for Forsaken. He's barely swatted them out. It's damaged them through the wall. Sliders a Dinks now calling potentially for the speed up once more, but this is dangerous, dangerous stuff. Chichu is going to see if he can find his way out of this one. Still it's traded out. Jings straight on top of it. Kang slowly circling around. He's hearing the sound cues now though, and I blade storm. Oh! It's a full-on takeover. 3-piece for him in a round. Shutting out any chance of a comeback. Nobody and Kang. Jings left into a 1v2. Pure discipline, EDG, shoulder to shoulder, doubled up in backside.
He's got the smoke for it.
Shadows.
Giving him any room at all. Jing is just hoping to hunt. He's ice at one. Deep TP though, now left guessing where could he be. Kang circling. No! That is just ridiculous!
Immaculately played by Jing. Exactly how they've drawn up 1v2 scenarios like that. Couldn't have played it better. Brilliant stuff. And exactly the kind of individual moment that PRX needed. Because Kang took over this round. The mid default was beautiful. Something had no hope. And yet, at the final moment, Jing proving that PRX are no slouches when it comes to individual moments too. They absolutely... They can give as good as they get. A 5-7.5 here would be a big recovery for PRX. But having won the pistol, EDG still looking phenomenal. Yeah. PRX going into a bit of a trap play set up towards A main. Jing holding Paranoia off Forsaken's contact. And nobody, if he inches forwards, he's the one with the spike. This would be dangerous.
Get punished, but he's playing pretty passive position here. It's just a drone. He's trying to pull out some of this util, but look at it. Positioning, waiting to absorb his aggression, and Chichu back against the wall. Jing straight there in it. Looking to put the pressure on them in between the pyramids with a gun. Not ideal. Still Jing active, alive, and kicking. Stamping out the fire that was this first half for them. Spikes in their possession now, Jenny. And Smoggy have got a lot to do. The map has just been flipped around against them.
Yeah, they don't have information about where something is. That's why you're seeing EDG not commit fully to this. The longer they wait, the more they threaten a flank, but something's watching it.
The one-way is refreshed. 45 seconds left.
PRX cannot let this slip away from them. They have a perfect position. Jing has done everything for them so far.
Flash primed. Jenny's going to be calling for it, waiting for the smoke to dissipate, and here it is. Time is right. Left click on, forwards is the play. Jing slams shut in their face. The 4-piece towards it. The 1v2 for Jenny. Teed up. But how do you ISO these 5-6 bullets? Remaining, it's all something. And a 5-7 we said it. Hell of a recovery for PRX, considering the way that EDG were looking.
I think both teams can be relatively happy with how this half has ended. EDG ran away with things in the middle. But these final 2 rounds from Jing have just saved PaperX's chances. Going into their attack half that we haven't seen too much of, it would have been a disaster if they hadn't got it within 2.
It's a game powered by phenomenal individual moments so far.
Looking to take the fight to each other. And even though PaperX are the team that picked this map and won the pistol, they're down 5-7 at the half.
Look to see if they can secure up another one. Pistol round to even it up, 7-7 here. This is fast. Play towards this double doors angle. Deep dash from something, but it's a bait and switch. Faking out the presence, see if they can pull rotations away from EDG, but deep committed position. Chichu potentially unaccounted for, but on that timing, could abandon in hand. It is traded in time.
And now they can go back to the insert of something at double doors.
It's fakes on fakes, pressure on pressure, but nobody again. He's inserted himself forwards. It's Divide. Just decapitates nobody. Cleans up the threat of that. Paranoia is going to be connecting, and Kang potentially spotted out towards the back of that site. No one willing to contest just yet. Deep high tide, though, is going to be cutting its way across now. Walls on walls. A backside position already taken up. It's dropped down. PaperX forcing the issue. Jing! Hot hand of Moy striking while the iron is hot. There's no slowing down. He's passed through rounds. Jump spot. Gets the acknowledgement. Knows where Jenny is. The 1v3 for him. Still one hell of a task to chew through. And another pistol round here for PaperX. Insane consistency so far at this event. Before we got into this one, it was sitting at about 70% win rate.
Yeah, well, that's only going to be going up, isn't it? That was actually an area that PaperX was struggling with at Pacific.
Yeah.
It was maybe even holding them back from showing their truly dominant potential.
6, 7. Let's go.
I'm feeling like an EDG fan now.
You know, I mean, the blues of the crowd. Says it all, doesn't it?
Winning double pistol here, though, might be the thing that PaperX need. They have been phenomenally consistent with them at London, winning all of those crucial fights. Nice idea on the pistol round, too, that little fake into returning back to A. They've opened up A main again for themselves here by jiggling that door, drawing Smoggy's attention. And EDG have very different ways of approaching their defense depending on their opponent. Either Smoggy's going to be looking to like dry challenge double doors or sometimes hard fighting A main with the flashes.
Doubles up. It's a high tide committed very early on here by EDG. Got the weapons for a fight like this one. Forsaken. Looking to draw blood and more, take the lives away. Or it can really get too messy.
It's strong. It's overwhelming. PaperX are going to be coming in with a really nice bonus. And they're a team that's got fast, strong ideas. It really is. In VCT China, it's the defense side, though, where EDG have been winning their games. There isn't really a team in China that can get past their different looks on the defense side, even though sometimes the analysts, if you talk to people like Mini, he's not too happy with how they play the Harbor. But their flair, the way that they play it on defense, it's been working, and it's been powering them to an enormous amount of wins on this map. If PaperX can hit them hard here with a big bonus, that could make all the difference.
See, it's a bit of poking and prodding again, similar scenes.
Jenny, though, is holding his 0 point over towards B here. Any noise, any drone used in this area, and he can knife the wall.
He's going to be looking to hold close angle. It's almost a one and done, but you can see it there, Jenny. Waiting for it, sign for the util, walking all the way up, and that timing couldn't be better. As soon as the util's utilized, going to be completely cancelled out the drone. It gets all the info they were looking for.
At the same time, though, Chishu did use his snake bite and the orb pop. So now this second wave time for PaperX is not too bad at all.
Now they're going to be sending it flying forwards here with a dart, but it's going to be broken up in a fast lane. They are patient as anything.
Look at Jing.
Jing forwards, so that noise pressure. All eyes are towards that choke point. Chichu now trying to do it all. Standing tall up into the corner. Time being bought. Kang goes right there. Chichu still not removed. It's his sight. He's not willing to give it up for free. Hot shots forward, something still, but now at 27.5, that's all he's got to work with. Brings it into the 1v2, but nobody. Rapid on the flank.
Incredible anchoring from Chichu. Think back to when they lifted that Champions Trophy. It's Kankan that won the MVP for his outrageous performance in the finals, but who was there toiling, game in, game out, putting together the best stats prior to that? Chichu. He's a monstrously good player that we've seen turn up to events like this and dominate before. And he's good for it again, in a very difficult spot. I really like the way that PaperX played that. Just again, Chishu's too good. Here the attack side op comes out from something. I think both teams can get big value out of this idea. Of course, Kangkang's the one maybe even more known for it.
Yeah. EDG cementing up the A main hold with Smoggy's judge.
This is the more aggressive setup that you see from them pretty often.
Chichu is going to be watching this one. Slight angle here, but something where the operator could be primed for it. Just plucks the life out of Chichu.
What an outrageously good peek. Crosshair placement, the dip onto the angle.
Something has been insanely consistent with his opping in this series, the event so far.
It's this A-main setup as well, though, again, that EDG thrive with. Getting your Cove deep onto an angle like this and getting Smoggy inside of it, he can play for the ult orbs, he can generate his hard roll really heavily, and it just means that the rest of EDG can spread out a bit. I am surprised to still see 3 players on A, though. They've left Jenny on a complete island.
Not budging. It's a lot of pressure to put on Jenny. Here's a drone. That's going to fly forwards here. Cancel it out, but I think just barely spotted out. Looks to square up now, sidestepping, and somebody's just watching for those rotates. Jenny forced to retreat, back and away, a flash underhand, and just to do something about it. But the protocols
30 seconds left.
flowing freely now for PRX.
First round in a while where I think EDG have pretty heavily misplayed and misunderstood what PRX are going for. Another kill from Something's Op. This attack-sided op has been a marvelous addition to the ideas for PRX. And the calling's really clean from them too. The way that they're faking this level of A-split pressure, taking the whole of the middle of the map away from EDG. The macro game looks strong. And Smoggy's just left in a very similar position to where he started the rounds. He's managed to get the upgrade from the Judge to the Vandal, but he's had no impact.
I'm out of here.
And this slower, contact-y pace will require an adjustment from EDG.
8-8. Both teams pushing each other to the limit. You're right, it will require these adjustments from EDG.
I love that.
Pixel angles, yeah, something has been just sublime.
Dude, it's one thing to be holding a pixel angle. It's another thing entirely to know...
Just peeking into it.
peeking into a pixel angle, knowing exactly how your movement, how your aim all needs to be lined up, and then hitting the shot. Something fast in this round to throw off EDG's tack timeout. Frankly, though, I think EDG will have been taking this round for the next one. Look at the buy.
Yeah. Bits and pieces, but ensuring that they can keep a buy going for the next. Cove drop down. You'll see a lot of util being used. Pure disrespect over towards Amen. Kangkang. Guardian. Seen him do monstrous stuff with this weapon before, but this time, batter down. Forsaken. There's no slowing down. All the way forwards now. Something his turn to see if he can show up. Farm up some of these eco kills. Collecting all sorts of action. And racking them all up and away. Flawless. Big pace increase from PRX. We'll see if there's a continuation of that.
Yeah, it's a nice idea to throw that kind of stuff off. Might have also been one of their pre-prepared setups, just in case they think Smoggy's playing with some Judge or Bucky in a main. You go fast through him immediately, trying to barrel through. But now the attack side op goes back into the hands of Something, and maybe the pace settles a bit more into what we were seeing across rounds 15 and 16.
Kangkang, Something might be squaring up here. The op, V op, we were talking about it, we were teasing it. I know, nobody wants to budge. No one wants to make the first move. Hoping that the fight comes to them.
That little trademark wiggle.
Yeah. It's like reset of the aim, just feeling it out, making a bit of noise now.
A lot of respect being given here by Kangkang. Playing on more and more passive angles. Jenny got information that nobody was over towards A main with the 9th.
I'm getting the tag here. A lot of util being pulled out of them, but again, this battle up towards double doors. Pixel to play with, jumping round. As players waiting, but the shot goes wide. Kangkang now with a dash, moves forwards, and this time strikes. Gonna do one Forsaken though. Forwards again, overdrive, and he's running a jar, adjacent to all the shots, sidestepping the bullets. One-man army, and he's caught all the pressure, pulling the players of EDG out like a poultice. Now with a bit of a pause.
Get out of my way.
Bit of temperament into the round, but this is going to be, again, applying even more pressure over towards Jenny. How well can you anchor? Underhanded with a flash. It is that big connection here, but these players still, the trades might not be intact
Spike
enough.
down A.
Forsaken has gone down. Barrow pointing out, though. Invi taking out Jenny. Quick little turnaround. Transfer. Smoggy's ready for it. Moving his way.
Last player
Weaving and
standing.
ducking and brings it into the 1v1.
I don't think Divine knows where Chichu's coming from here.
Fast on the flank. And accounted for potentially Devi. Trying to spot him out with a jump spot, seeing if he can scope it out, but it just spotted it. Signs of life potentially. G2 healthy as anything here. Walls up. Devi trying to play and insert a bit of the mind games. And off that angle! Unaccounted for! It's PRX now leading by 2.
Beautiful reposition, great usage of the wall there in the post plant, 1v1. Devi has been a monster every time his team needs him in London. Wild, scrappy fight here between Kang and Forsaken. While Sungton was doing crazy stuff on the other side of the map too. Baited nobody out of position. Another wild round. But this is PRX in control now. Their attack side has been exactly what the doctor ordered. EDG down onto an eco again. Kang, we've seen so many big moments. He's got the Blade Storm. But at the moment on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah. Player to look towards the dangerous one. EDG putting their hopes into his hands.
Smoggy's holding a wall for him at the moment by the look of things. Clearing out I main. They want to put Kang in a position to win this round.
It's risky stuff here. Just opens himself up. Something with the punish. Hearing potential sound cues now, but Jenny looking to step up once more, but he's only got the stinger here. Underhanded with a flash forwards. He's going to play, again, a one-and-done angle, looking to see if he can pull anything at all out of PRX, but Devi is just one step ahead. He hasn't been taking over. You see the cerebral level of his play.
Great control so far. Devi is a step forward compared to the rest. They're going to take the fight deeper.
Find them here, just collapse it onto the opposition, still up top. Nobody in attempt to reclaim the gun is punished. Could have got out of hand here, but PRX ensuring that they don't let any rounds slip.
They've actually pushed backside twice on anti-ecos, but they've done it together. Kang was the big threat, and something shut him down. In terms of that jet impact, something's got a KD of over 2 at the moment.
This is ridiculous.
He's 23 and 11. Meanwhile, Kang, he's had incredible moments earlier. He had that ace, but his KD much more even. He's had impact into it worked wonders.
This is looking to be a little bit faster on the backside of the timeout once more. PRX clearly looking to see if they can upset some of the preparation. A deep pit. Chichu needs to be defended here because he could get jumped on a moment's notice, and they see it. Paranoia flowing forwards here, running them all the way down. No hard committal though. Snakebite offloaded.
Those are very fast ults used. Jenny throwing his 0 point and then ripping the ultimate and forcing out the snakebite. Recon used as well from nobody. I think nobody might even go for a Hunter's Fury though if Chichu is pressured again. This could be a trap for PRX.
See it. Stun's going to be ricocheting, drone forwards. Gets the tag onto the play they were looking for. Deep TP-ing, putting the crunch, the pressure, the pinch is on now. And this A-hold is getting dismantled. Cut to shreds. Deep is the backside controller. Nobody's just spotted out signs of it. Surely not. He's managed to grab 2. Brought his team a potential lifeline in it, but still a 2v3. Kang. Limited opportunities with the walls in his face. The attack, Woody up. Slowly moving his way up the jump spot though. Already spawning for it and just misses a second chance of it. That is brave as anything by Devi. Free swing and a fight forwards. What is that by Smoggy?
He's got the ult.
Magnetic straight to it, but something on the lurk once more. And this is that insurance policy. All but guaranteeing it now, but not clearing into the corner. Hold on, shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder! Smoggy turns it. Code's active now, but an ult uploaded. Kang sticking it fully.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way that that's how EDG pick up that round. Should have been a slam dunk flank around from something. And he just doesn't look to the right at all. The way that they cleared through this pit was lovely. I think a misplay from EDG not having someone ready to break a drone re-clear. A misplay as well in terms of the timing, but this is everything.
That's what it hinges on.
Smoggy can't believe it. how's this guy teleported next to me? And why is he not looking at me? Why is he part of the retake?
Potentially exactly what EDG needed. Still down by 2 rounds, but
Blocking sight.
bit of momentum behind them, still with the weaponry to see if they can punch back. This is a lot of pressure.
Once
PRX
abreast.
making a lot of noise towards this. The knife's going to be committed to that double door, so the drone not cancelled out. Clears the way a lot, but EDG's playing tucked up in terms of the positioning. It comes down to the anchoring now, but being squeezed once more. Twisting and turning again to go. Smoggy's position accounted for. Spotted out from earlier. PRX just far too good.
Once you let them through these choke points, they are just running over and dominating the site. And this one, surely you can't let slip. But something's going to try his best, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe the nerves and the pressure getting to them a little. It seems crazy to say, but he's had a couple of weird moments in the last 2 rounds.
2v3, EDG. They want to play for it. Going hunting. Hoping for the possibility here. It's a lovely movement. Chichu ISO'd it now. It's a 2v2. Reload committed. Left guessing, but time's ticking, and there's still the pit to play around here. PRX surely with the advantage. EDG have got to get a bit of a move on, but already the decision's made. Spike is ticking far too rapidly, and just with that, I mean, a fadeaway shot. Kung not even able to keep that operator into the next. It's up to 12 for PRX.
Chichu's not even going to be able to recover it. That's a massive weapon to lose late on. I think one of EDG's big problems is they're not fighting PRX as they get into the sites. They're holding passive positions and hoping that somehow they'll be able to anchor back A when they're being split from both sides.
You can't do it against them.
No, it's bad theory. And it's also, nobody's been sat on this Hunter's Fury for the last at least 3 rounds.
Yeah. Probably
Probably longer if I was paying more attention. But he's got to find an opportunity to use that and hit PRX as they're getting in.
One more round, though. The impetus here for Breeze. Potentially about to be reached. PRX. Second half onwards, they've been 1 step ahead when it comes to the theory and the game plans.
Really justifying the map pick.
Yeah. Cautious, though. It's the way it's going to be played.
Here.
No reason to throw it all away. You've seen the jump spots. Chichu's looking for the information. Hold on here. And this one's Kang striking. Daggers at the back to multiple players. Now finally this ult offloaded. Hunter's Fury. That is excellency from nobody. Difficult to hit that one, but still managed to land the shot. Dash back deep to disengage. Kang though is going to be stepping up to square up. Potential with the refight now. These players, that random spam. Hold on, he's just connecting bullets to the dome. Something barely alive, limping away from the backside of this one. Side control forward, Smoggy's just got the judge with a bit of spam still, solving the issues, cleaning them all up. But Envy, no slouch, you can't count this team out, something 10 HP. He's got to find a way forwards into the smoke. Envy plays, step into the side, it's all Smoggy, watchful eye. And EDG not done yet.
They've still got a fight in them. 2 more opportunities for PRX to close out, but that was EDG with slightly lighter weaponry. And it's a more of an aggressive look in mid. I think this is so critical for EDG, is that they do feel confident to go for those explorations towards elbow or a re-clear in an area. Because it's going to give them better info for this kind of stuff, where they can flood into the site that PRX are actually hitting. Kang's probably going to be the most important player for that, but I think Jenny as well can be calling some of this stuff proactively with his initiator util.
Nice
Smoggy's been sat here for a while.
Yeah.
He was here in the previous round with the judge, and he hears them all leaving.
Yeah,
this is the kind of timing where you've got to make a risk. You've got to walk forward.
He's taking it. Right timing to be taken here. Looking to see if they've inserted a straggler. The deep drone not going to be pushed back here, but the up trap and a dash. Chichu stunned up into the corner. Too much to deal with. Overwhelmed as swiftly as that. It's a masterclass here on the exec. PRX with an increase of pace, an increase of tempo. And Jenny and Smoggy to see if they can pick up the pieces. That is devious. The something swing to set up Jing. Gliding to the side, Smoggy. 1v2, 1v2, 1v1. And the plan's still not down. Overheating potentially. Hold on. There's a world with it. All offloaded. Push forward. Jing looks to disconnect. Pushes past, there's no blind intact for him, and the reposition could be everything. The prior damage done, it's all in Smoggy's hands. Comes down to the 1v1, but just 3 bullets remaining. You have to be sharp. he'd have to be on point.
They've all missed the timing.
And he might need a bit of luck on his side.
He has the cove.
That's the cove. Dead sits. And now, a bit propped, there's a bit of spam. Jing has to reveal his positioning now. He's sticking! Smoky! It's just insanity!
These rounds that EDG are putting on the board, you should never witness this kind of stuff. Even with pressure like this. A 5v2, Something and Jing are almost playing with their food at the end, and Smoggy's won a 1v3. The Harbor staying alive towards the end, but if it was a one-off, it would be excusable. How many times have we seen it so far already?
EDG just will not stay down. Now they look to see if they can take it to OT, but it's again at rapid pace. Jenny is instantly there with a trade, cuts it up. Oh my, nobody potentially baited out here just by pedaling. It's clean. Put together in the end. Chichu now inserts himself and announces himself to the site with a snake bite. That deep TP potentially there. Jing repositioning with the rest of his team, calling for a bit of a temperament in the round, but he missed the timing. Chichu, not clear, but still watch yet. Look at this, it's magnetic! Chichu! Damage done and almost bringing down to Vi. 6 HP and a dream here, but Kang's got it all covered.
How is this game going to overtime? Utterly ludicrous final rounds. Exactly what you want, exactly what you expect from PRX against EDG. My God, it's fun to have this rivalry back taking center stage. I think Alex must be pulverizing his desk in the back.
Oh yeah. Absolutely phenomenal individual moments from EDG.
Wait, look at the kill differential between these two teams.
It's outrageous.
And yet EDG are hanging on.
Showcasing the parity between these two teams when they last faced off. Neither side had a trophy, this time both in a cabinet. Looking for a chance to claim a second with a win here today. Forsaken! He's not finished, he's not done yet. It's damage done and more. And discipline and temperament is called for. No overheating this time, PRX.
These trap plays have been absolutely deadly. PRX have got a bunch of them.
And a bit of random spam, surely that'll do it. There it is.
Perfect. Couldn't ask for a better opening to OT. Got to be a little bit of an anxiety over there when you know that you're the team that's been playing better, especially in that second half. And you've somehow gone to overtime. EDG will need a big answer. I mean, Chichu's been a beast anchoring towards B. I'd be looking to run A splits or something. I mean, PRX have just had so much more success on the A side of the map.
All that hard work for EDG, surely not going to be undone here and now. The PRX are trying to stamp out and stop this one in its tracks. Get a map lead as they head towards potentially the next one here. Smoggy there, Jenny! What a time to come alive!
One enemy remaining.
He's been the glue player the entire time for them, and no stopping. Pure momentum, and delivers EDG a flawless round to go once more.
Love the decision to step into this one. I was saying earlier, they need to box PRX in. You have to fight them at double doors, at A main. You can't be anchoring in passive positions. Beautiful adjustment. Really nice stuff from a player that's normally more supportive. We go again.
13-13. The tension already sky high, and we're just at the beginning of this series here. Delayed as the knife, gets the tag now, but the fight forwards is still called for. PRX surely forced to respect this, and they do. Themselves out, but it's a slow squeeze attempted by EDG. Chichu hoping to play off all of this sound pressure potential for him to activate. Drone declared away. PRX looking for information, but up towards the side, this is where it's being played now. And PRX, they are trying to defend this one. High cuts them out. A fight taken towards that double door angle. Chichu traded, but a big reveal. Lights up multiple players. EDG corralled now, collected onto the site. They got to get this plant down now. The snake bite. It's precarious as anything.
No shock to follow up. Envy and Something are committing to the flank. Jenny holds him back.
It's a big wraparound. Jenny, again, it falls on his shoulders. The glue player, ISOs the fight. ISOs them beautifully. It's all done, it's all put into his hands. And a 1v2 now handed to Devi. Jenny and Nobody though. Nobody with the timing. Slight adjustment. And a slight swing through the wall. Unanticipated. EDG this time with the lead.
EDG get up to map point on their opponent's pick when they have 20 fewer kills than PRX.
One enemy.
Absolutely insane. And Jenny has been a monster. PRX are taking a tactical timeout here. The pressure is mounting on this side of the stage.
Round of OT to not give up their own map pick to EDG. You're starting to see the players really coming alive. Jenny in particular. Got to sing his praises.
Scanning ahead.
A lot is asked of him. He's been delivering now. Smoggy. Deep darts played for. She's just going to be here in this one with the drone. It's going to be the knife and a snake bite. Already pulls out with a deep dash. Already cutting this one up. Something. Well, checking onto the corner. There's chances here, but Chichu again, he's a menace. The anchoring position. Finding it so damn difficult to remove him. Something way out to the open. They're losing their head. Losing their minds. They try and play this one to the bitter end, but it's all EDG. Two-player advantage. Jing looking to see if he can seal anything up. Making it a little bit more even, but he's hunting for these kills. He's just not finding them. Hold on. Snap to the side. Devi also online. So that 2v2, but Chichu, do they know about his position? That's the question. Holding still for now. Smoke players ring around the rosies. Chichu, it's a bullet to the temple. Devi's taken out. And this surely could be it. It's into Jing, seeing if he can do it. 1v2.
30 seconds left.
66 health. And the pressure's on him. The emphasis placed. He's the one who has to get the plant down. He's the one who has to find a way forwards out of this one, but he's running out of time. Already ticking down, 17 seconds. TP forwards, a bit of spam forwards, and he knows he has to play for this one for the committal. It's spam though. This dangerous tidings all the way. Watchful by Kang, sidestep. Jing, no way! He all pulled out and just loses his nerve. But it delivers the map win nevertheless to EDG to open.
It's 30 kills for Jing, but
their map pick of Fracture. And PRX are going to be tested here in many, many ways. It should be a good map for both teams.
Yeah, I think that's the saying they just have to win their own map pick against PRX. That is easier said than done. PRX looked phenomenal when we saw it. So did EDG. The improvements were massive. Southside information, and Forsaken comes back over, realizing that EDG are pressuring Arcade.
Sees the Prowler, not much behind it, but he might be waiting for his time to strike. Smokes up. Contact plays by EDG, a bit of pot shots, a bit of random spam, hunting, fishing. Smoggy going out to 25 HP, but now explosive play. EDG all the way forwards. Smokes were primed. They're taking control over towards Canteen. Kang's looking to hold on to the positioning and potentially take it a bit more further, deeper in.
They know that this flank is going to be coming through. I mean, even before the trip took contact, you know that PRX are going to be doing stuff like this.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to do. They're going to be clean here. Post-line positioning. Pretty impeccable stuff here from EDG. Time is already ticking. Devi going to be taking that first contact now, Sheriff in hand. Teammates by his side, up towards that Jenny angle. Hold on, blind as anything, but hold on, the damage finally. Cleaning up these kills as Forsaken. Filling up the feed, Chichu onto that wrap. Smoggy trying to do the best, but the damage potentially enough. Chichu, hold on, defuse, being stuck in the plant position is just not ideal. Not at all. Another pistol round for PRX. They've been dominant all tournament long with them.
That's their 10th pistol round win. 10-3 currently in these pistols at London. And they absolutely needed both of them to be in with even a chance, you know. We're getting into OT on map 1.
Yeah.
Map 1 was ludicrous. But PRX will be hoping that they've hit that mental reset and can close out some of these rounds where they create the advantages for themselves. Both of these teams aggressive, willing to take the fights to each other, and very different compositions too. PRX with a brawl here.
Very different ideas. Deep with the C's. Well, he's going to be laid into the back, but Forsaken is holding it down. Bulldog up onto the angle. Jing's going to be announcing it, turning himself a little bit further. Wants to try and see if he can farm up some of these kills, and the Orbs are just laying in wait. Chichu, it's in his best interest to go down early here, just to deny them that chance of generating those ults.
Smoggy's halfway to being able to get his Phoenix ult online. PRX starting to tick up as well. But that's the advantage of running the Phoenix, I think, is that in theory you should be able to generate these ults pretty quickly. Even without winning the pistol, EDG will be looking to get it up for at least the next round. And PRX look like they want to be going aggressive again. This is set up for a north side crunch, except that Jing isn't at the moment with the team.
There.
Maybe some level of a fake.
Yep. Could be. Slow going though.
Oh, it's just
Trailblazer's going to be catching contact?
a trap play, yeah.
Yeah, potentially off the signs of life. Did they see the prowess?
No way.
Oh my goodness.
What a blunder.
Solo, no, but he's okay. He's trying to fake out presence here, but going for the team to come back and around. Cleared a lot of that space. There is no swing out. Something. Another weapon at hand here, but Forsaken. It's made a lot of footsteps. Chicho almost ready. Call for the draw though. Line in the sand going to be drawn.
Something's going for a peek out here as well, towards that north side, or at least getting on a slightly deeper angle. PRX starting to drift over to B, which is where the hit's coming.
Yeah, Smoggy. See this move all the way forwards now with that fast lane, cutting it all the way up. Anchoring plays the molly in the smokes, up to Divine, but he doesn't have to come for the job. Immediately dismissed, and hold on, this is just pot shots into the dark, into the smokes. Jing taken out.
Really nice clean round from EDG. That C's molly combo is a beautiful idea from Nobody and Smoggy. Cooked Forsaken. This was a weaker buy from PRX, but they were never in this round.
Never had a real chance, to be honest. Bonus ideas from PRX just being sidestepped. The danger in it being diffused, and Smoggy, that's an all turned up for the next.
Outpacing everybody on PRX. If Jing had been able to get into the round, maybe you would see it with a showstopper on the other side of things, but not to be the case. Look at this. Brought down to one, immediately executed. And Device trying to hold on to tower control with those nanoswarms that pop around head height, but gets overwhelmed as well.
Nice! Let's go, boys!
I like the way that Nobody calls on this map. You know, they're going to take a bit of space, they're going to pump the brakes, they're going to try to bait these pushes out of PRX. This round, though, you can be a bit more straight up. You have that Phoenix ult.
Bring them down.
He's on here. Crowd's going to be broken. He's moving forward just off that fault line, but it's danger. Good protocols from EDG. They had players that were able to sidestep all of that util. They would have put the punish on Chichu of all this sound, all this noise being made. Jing! It's immediately sealing up the gaps, but now sped up all the way to sight. You're going to see EDG look to take this one with a run it back. Smoggy cleaves and clears a bit of a path forwards. Hold on, that's Jenny going down with a spike. Tight now. EDG is going to try and find a way to batter their way out of this one. Nobody just squaring up. Taking the fights, all the confidence in the world.
Really good pathing from PRX, though.
Yeah, now putting the squeeze out through halls. And now just Nobody backs against the wall. Oh my goodness.
It's another round where PRX had a big advantage. You could not let Nobody back into that round, but they clean it up. The pathing's really beautiful for them on the retake. Instead of just going straight into sight, they make sure to take away A main and halls first. They know that with Chichu down, and with the rest of the team popping from Dish, halls should be weak. And that puts these post-round players in a much more difficult position. I think they played the positional game on the retake better on Breeze as well. Fundamental macro game stuff is still being executed here at a high level for PRX. But the devil's in the detail of the clutches previously.
Yeah.
Now, though, they're starting to get ults back online too. So this is an incredibly important round for EDG to convert, and an uphill battle at that.
And when Jing's going to be lying in wait with that showstopper, I'm going to be committing it. He's got straight down. It's lovely movement. Straight in through tunnel. Looking to potentially punish anybody at tree.
They have run this round before, and Chichu's heard it, though. So if they've watched the VODs, they should have an idea of what PRX's setup looks like.
Scout destroyed.
Trailblazer's broken. Bits and pieces of information, but nothing concrete.
Now, and Chishu didn't take the timing through the smoke. PRX don't tend to hold that arcade smoke.
Bring them down.
Pac mentality though, big group up now, and Devi's going to be caught out there by the Prowler. Will have to disengage out and away. The Nightfall gives that piece of mind acknowledgement. Devi! There's no way he's going for the repeat. What a play! Two players brought down, sent straight to the spectator seat. EDG going to find a way forwards now. Seeker's finally dissipating, but that horse control again. The understanding fundamentally is too damn good for PRX. Back on control, it's individuality that was helping on the last map for EDG. Not present in that round.
The pathing is just beautiful, isn't it? They completely squeeze all of the best spots on the map away from EDG. But Devi here works magic around that smoke.
I can't believe he repeats it.
I know. Going for the second there. Arguably a little greedy, but I mean, it just works to perfection. It also stalls out the rest of EDG as they're trying to get into the site and creates extra timing advantages for the flank retake. Jenny couldn't even get the spike in the ground. And EDG are going to take an early tack timeout here. I think the best case scenario for them as an adjustment is to do a bit more pump faking. Pump fake an area, force out the push on the other side of the map and be ready to catch it. You know that PRX are going to be aggressive. And if you let them take control of the entire map to retake against you, you're not winning these rounds.
No. Already, it's a monumental lead here for PRX. I might be counting the eggs before they hatch, but Fracture, we've known it to be very attack-sided. The attackers have all the advantage in terms of picking where they start, how they want to build up and generate their ultimates. You can snowball so effectively. So for PRX, a 4-1 beginning, nothing to scoff at.
I think they've probably got the best defense side theory on Fracture, though.
Yeah.
And these kind of, we have seen a lot of teams really struggle on their Fracture theory this year, since it's re-entered the map.
I mean, the map changed a lot.
Yeah.
Initiator nerfs as well.
I think also, though, a lot of the rosters have changed a lot.
Sure.
And so they forgot a lot of that old theory, whereas these two teams have been around, they've been around the block.
I mean, that's what we were saying. The first time they ended up clashing, 7 out of 10 of the original players all the way back in that first game, and now
they remember how to play on maps like this, and it's Jing's playground usually.
Forsaken. That Outlaw, going for the second shot here, but he might be swiftly overwhelmed. This is full running and gunning from Kang with that stinger. Takes control up towards tower. Sharp shooting. It's evened out at least. The trade from Invi. Pot shots in placed out towards that canteen position, but EDG at least with a plan down. With a chance. In with the weaker buy. Cage going to be pushed up. Devi just trying to assert himself here. Breaking the trip, removing bits and pieces of the util. We have ults ready.
That stun is going to be
the fault line. Yep, it's going to be tagging onto multiple players now, but the wall's there. What a shot by Chichu. He's already answering and making up for absolutely everything here. Invi forced to pull out these ultimate side steps. Kang. It's not long for the wall though. The damage was done prior. Invi now with a defuse. A flash from Smoggy. He's pulled him off, pushed him back, but he's only got the Bulldog. What can he do in a spot like this? Defender Devi sidestepping, making it an awkward fight and engagement.
Really strong defense. This is the backbone of PRX, Devi and Invi. Normally holds so strong in these late round moments.
One enemy remains.
And that ultimate just forcing Kang out into the open. Had to make the play. It's another close round, but it's one where PRX stay in control. And Jing still got that showstopper to work with. There's a stun being held across the map for him to go and take control over towards Tree. I think Chishu could be in for a nasty surprise down here.
He could be. Not playing close to the ropes, is he? The fault line is a showstopper. Inside the smoke being played for, though, trying to put the squeeze onto him. And again, like I said, he's not playing by the ropes to tag into it! Crazy shot by Chichu. Possibly the best that he can hope for. Up towards tower, Forsaken. Going down, let's listen into PRX.
Center is better.
If EDG gets a kill, he can outburst.
I'll go from B-main, guys. Wait, who's inside, guys?
I will go late. Chill.
Who's inside?
Phoenix Dream.
He
Joke's
checking B-main
over.
for sure.
You're dead.
Sure.
I think one arcade fight. I don't see.
You guys make some.
Yeah, B-main one.
Finish B-main. You go clear B-main.
Good.
Clear B-main, me sending one guy now.
Non women.
I make some, I guess. You what?
Still.
What? There's one here.
One behind the box.
Player standing.
One heaven, one.
That's something. Time ticking now. Despite getting away from him, no real chance at all. Smoggy takes that peek in the head clean off. EDG around it. They desperately needed to get on the board.
You hear it inside the comms there. The read from PRX is that the Phoenix ultimate is clearing down through tree because nobody else is holding it. And so that's why you get the walk back up, where Envy is just oblivious. Because why would the Phoenix be re-clearing that area if you had a player holding it the entire time? It's a reasonable deduction, but it does mean that that entire retake falls to pieces. One of the few rounds where EDG find themselves in a decent position, able to convert. Otherwise, it's been PRX in control.
That was a big one as well, with PRX utilizing ults. The ult economy going to be flipping on its head now. EDG finally with a chance to see if they can put together a bit more than just the one round, one or two.
PRX have mostly been leaving Arcade undefended. Now they pick it back up on a timing.
Contacting back on both sides of the map. Here, it's a wide-faced divide.
Beautiful.
Just instinctual based off the timing here, but now that flash, it's a great connection behind the boxes. Players are ground! And now crunched and burned to cinders. Jenny punished them, made them hurt as a result of it now, but it's still that 3v3. Random pot shots here. These players just trying to sidestep most of the util going away. Chichu out to the open. Smoggy blind firing. Oh, what a strike even being offloaded, and Chichu finally taken out towards main. All eyes towards the site. Divide, potential for a timing if he wants to push past this. The plant going down, looking for it. All the way now. Tower accounted for. They know where these players are, but he's trying to swiftly maneuver. And each individual 1v1 just goes the way of EDG.
Jenny managed to get the plant down in the midst of all of that, despite something having a molly lineup for it. It must have missed, because Jenny was not forced out of position really at all. What a play towards the beginning. The Brimstones matter so much in this round. Both of them having their ult. It's one of the best ults you could possibly get on Fracture. Here, something decides to use it to get the guaranteed kill on Chichu. But it's this little counterplay towards the end. Look at the molly. You just saw it in the replay. Yeah. Completely missed from something. That could have been all the difference there. And it's not PRX's economy down onto its knees. And they're actually guessing wrong in terms of where to fight these last couple of rounds.
EDG looking to take no prisoners here. Sliders and pixel angles, but a shot missed. Going wide, deep smokes. It's going to cut up the A side here, but it does give possibilities for PRX to get themselves in. They hear it, the plan now going to be called out and commed.
Spike planted.
Immediate rotations on the north side players.
Pretty big ultimates, but I don't think they'll necessarily want to use them unless they get some kind of advantage. Post-plant positioning is way better this time for EDG.
Yeah, it's PRX only with the Sheriffs. Nado, hold on, that's a fault line too, alongside it. Trying to barrel over, see if they can create some space towards it, but the Sheriffs, my God, they're singing in the hands of PRX players. There's no molly. Cut it all the way out, no mollies at all, that's an ult. Expended, but all the players are dropping like flies. It's chaos, man.
What's the lockdown gonna do, Divide? It's not like they're gonna respect it. There's barely any time.
This is back-to-back rounds now where PRX are expending key ultimates into lost rounds.
Nobody tried to lay an egg in the middle of that one too. Didn't see the cluster grenade at his feet, I guess. This round was always going to be decided by the gunfights along that angle in A main. I think the EDG coaching staff are wondering what happened to that lockdown as well. It's paved away where they can dominate halls, and taking tree away is one of the biggest post-plant positions as the defenders. Alternatively, EDG are mostly looking to stack over towards Arcade. This is more of the same again from them here. So PRX could try something funky on this side. It's really difficult as the defenders, though, to fight Arcade early. You see that something of Forsaken, they don't feel comfortable sticking to it early on.
Yeah. Sidestep, the flash didn't get any acknowledgement from Forsaken. He's moving around the map rapidly.
Trying to lure Chichu
see if they can refight this one, but they already run it back at their backs. They're going to have to see if they can put the pinch onto Chichu! Not so easily removed! And forwards is the play. Smoggy decimating now. Huge advantage already. PRX tail between their legs, forced to see if he can scurry away the rifles for the next round here, but this is EDG now firmly back in it.
PRX were in control of this map, and it has firmly slipped away from them, as you're saying. This round, I think they actually get the fight they want to. They want that 2v1 into Chishu. That's what the defending game plan is built around. And Chishu just slaps them back down to earth. We have seen time and again in the last couple months, PRX utterly outclass people on an individual and map theory level, the whole kit and caboodle. Today, it feels like even when their ideas work, the individual level of EDG is just too much.
They're on one today. Never hampered by the brightest of lights, are they, this squad?
They found my wire.
The 2K, okay, you can definitely talk about tightening up that timing, about pushing with, you know, a jump peek or a flash if they knew exactly where Chishu was positioned. At the end of the day, though, they have just taken 2 straight 1v1s and been dismantled there.
Don't get rusty.
Massive credit to EDG for turning up in this upper bracket with their best possible form.
Looking reminiscent here, we're seeing another off-the-rip play! Team just gets the one though. Follow up with the flash now, trying to put for the north side crunch. These players, it's a stamp of authority attempted by PRX. They were all in, full investment, barely anything at all. Now Smoggy left a 2-1 around, see if he can pick up the pieces. It is the spike reclaimed.
He's got to run.
He's got to run all the way back here. Luckily no players following up off the Trailblazer.
Smoke ended up being immaculate there from Chenny as well. God, look at that.
It's a brave play. No map control over towards the south side of the map. He is all the way forwards now and leaving himself as a deep insert.
There's a little ping on the map.
Hold on, hold on. Breaking a trip, he's revealed where he's potentially pushed out. Doesn't know where Chishu is. That's why he's worried about clearing halls.
Looking for information. Looking to make the EDG players as paranoid as possible. And he's got a flashback in 5 seconds.
Pure contact though by EDG. 30 seconds roughly left in the round to play with. He might be able to find himself an ISO player Forsaken. It's going to be on him.
They can't full contact into him though. They don't have the time.
Not the time, surely not. 23 seconds left. They're walking all the way up. 20 seconds remaining. Forsaken sees it though. Yuto flies out! What is that? It's Chishu. Unreal form.
Spike.
Hard entry into that site.
What a read!
Brings it into the 2v2. EDG managed to find their way through difficult rounds time and time again. A lot of pressure on PRX. Bit of spam up towards the top box for Chishu. My God! Alongside Smoggy. They can't be stopped right now.
What a duo, what a round. Chishu's cage isolates most of the angles. He knows there's only one he needs to worry about. And this round looks so good from PRX. I think it's a nice idea. Do a north side crunch. They've been stacking arcade. Look at that. Another backhand from Chishu. And Forsaken hits the floor.
It's ridiculous.
Alex is wondering where it's all going wrong. 5 rounds in a row. They were 5-1 up.
PRX looking like they're posturing up towards that B main angle, but the C's is going to be pushing them back and away. They spot a couple of signs of life. Ults able to be acquired here. Nobody's got it now ready, waiting. Knife full to be primed. See what the emphasis is going to be used to place off the back of this one. It's a lot of tag shows coming out for Style. Jing! Snaps to it. It's Kang Kang. It's taken out just before he goes down. Chishu trying to take advantage of the space and all that noise, pressure that was made, but it's something again. Straight back in it.
That's aggressive from something. Utilizing his teammates' nade to be able to put all of that pressure on Chishu. And they've immediately started pushing through tunnel.
Yeah,
very decisive, very fast. Still super confident in the final round.
PRX, they cannot let this opportunity slip. Player advantage situation again for them. And the fight's taken. They're just hunting for the information. Smoggy. A couple of bullets wrestling into the back of that wall. Put some fear into their step.
And with Chishu down, you're pretty confident EDG don't have info on the north side of the map.
Same game plans here. Invi does have a Rolling Thunder. He's going to be able to delay the plant a little bit.
I think he should be looking to play full retake. You look at the positioning of the rest of the players on his team.
Got spike.
Just play that retake. Utilize the utility that you have, the ult that you have.
Yeah. There's no pushback here onto this one, but it does mean Smoggy's going to have an ult now. Same with Jenny. Ults to be played for, Orbital Strike. It's a critical one, making all the noise in the world here off onto the flank. It's on Jenny's shoulders. Forwards again, buys his time, but no accountants. Not for the corner, not for the clearance. But finally, these players are going to be toppled out. Still the running backs there. And Smoggy, that second lease of life, puts in a good usage. Envy, all on his shoulders. Fault line, forces a sidestep. The flash is going to be a miss. They'll pull out once more, though. I see him with that tap. Looking for seeing if the EDG players will just open themselves wide up here, but this is pure discipline, isn't it? They're not taking any chances. It's EDG looking to secure about 7th, but Envy, time, it's against him too much.
Another round where PRX have an advantage and can't convert. No jiggle peek, no clearance. A-holes player feasts. EDG are winning so many of these spots, capitalizing on being in these unexpected angles. The fight even comes through before the breach ult.
Enemy remaining.
And it's 6 rounds in a row for EDG to recover the half.
It's unreal stuff from EDG overall.
Another one awaits.
The battle between the crowd's favorites here. Hard to tell
I'm out of here.
which one's really favored in that regard here. Kang looking. Slight jump spot. Spots a turret position here. Sometimes that's going to mean Devi is alone, but not this time. Reload going to be heard on top of it.
Time to hunt.
Forsaken doing a big fake out here with all of his Sky Util. Baits out the push from Kang.
Coming back.
That's a tough one here. Kang going to be removed almost immediately. Now we can see that fault line. Nobody really put into a pen, and it's going to be difficult to fight your way past this one here. Rapid approach. Stimmied up. Full speed ahead. That's a call by PRX, and the Molly's going to be sailing up overhead, but a little bit too late. Last sheer, looking for the last player here to just root out Jenny. Chichu and Smoggy. Working with barely anything at all here. Heads are rolling. Inclination as to where Smoggy was. They saw his Molly earlier. They sniff him out here for another pistol round win.
It's outrageous. 82% of their pistols here in London. They're 14-3. And they've needed them. In this match, at least. They were wiping out their opposition in previous games. When they went to that top 4 in Pacific at Ho Chi Minh and here at London, but they've met their first opponent to give them a proper opposition. And EDG remain in the lead, at least just for one more round, as PRX look primed to tie things back up at 7 apiece.
See the Snade clearing out any potential problem positions. Trailblazer up towards tower. I don't know what's accounted for here. A lot of util being used here, but these deep smokes make it awkward. Lay it down, Jenny. Attempting to take the timing past it.
Smoke's down.
Looking to get cheeky. I like the defense side smoke that he's been throwing. Jenny's one of those players that should be exceptionally hungry in a match like this. One of those on EDG that hasn't had the chance to lift that trophy.
She's slowly going to get squeezed from this position. Something tucking and holding tight, and that is lovely stuff. Just snapping to the domes here, making sure it doesn't get any more messy. Forsaken, you are low. He's still got his eye on it.
These are the maps that PRX were absolutely dominating, where Jing was able to play his Raze. If they manage to get us through here on EDG's map pick, we're going over to Split, which is the only map that they've actually lost at London. The narrative shifting a little bit. They were undefeatable on those Raze maps. But as the competition increases, we're seeing the very limits of what PRX is capable of. And here, it's all on the line again.
EDG with good weaponry. We'll look to push back this bonus from PRX, which has a lot of bite to it. It's danger here with the rifles, the Guardian and the Bulldog.
Alarm bot out.
Another flash early on from Forsaken over towards Dish. He's trying to make it feel like they're defaulting in that area. And you can see now a lot of EDG's attention over there.
Yep, similar execute though. You can see that fault line. Nade sailing up towards it. Chichu, surely watched for. Yes, Simbi Stay with a Guardian.
Good awareness.
Yeah, ensures that there's no funny business here. It's a deep plan. It's not going to be able to play for into main, but
Planted.
it's a tight, safe
Smoke's
position.
down.
Last smoke's now being utilized here. EDG, they have windows. Poking, prodding, divide. This flank is absurd right now. He's hoping he wasn't heard in the midst of all of this one, but Jenny's got his eye on this. The potential noted, apparently. He's going to be putting divide straight down.
That's crazy.
Still playing this one. They're deciding, they're umming, ahhing about what they want to do. EDG did.
I think they were looking to save, even when they went to kill Divide. I think backing up into the lurker there was almost just a fortuitous situation. EDG did not like the positioning that they had. I think one of the weird things that I'm noticing is that Smoggy's Molly lineup only denies the dice plant, and they don't really seem to have a lot of pressure onto these other areas. Without running the breach in their composition, they don't have the stun and aftershock combo that you would use to put pressure on the B plant. So a lot of it comes down to Jenny's Molly.
It's definitely rare to see these two teams take a stalemate like that, a round ending with 4 players alive on either side.
Yeah, that's not the EDG PRX I'm used to.
Do not see that often. Gearing up though. Bonus conversion here for PRX. Makes it all the more likely that we can go to split, we can go all the way.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
I'm wondering if Smoggy's got his eye on that
this is
A
a nice
ult.
spot.
Both teams look like they want to be fighting over it.
Double satchel, Jing. He's not messing around, is he? Stun is good though from Kong Kong, and that's going to be, again, putting a bit of a stop to it.
Every
sidestep.
Every beginning of the round is a fake. They've caught Jing, but everyone else on PRX is going in the opposite direction.
Full of players around, but already it's a rapid approach. EDG have got to realize this one, and Chicho's the one to try and hold this one back. Just buying time for the squad to close. Second guessing themselves. They got a kill onto Jenny, and now they're moving in a completely different spot. They baited out the ult from Smoggy.
It's quite beautiful.
All the sound cues, the push and the pull, the rotations abound here. EDG left guessing where could they have gone.
And now the defense will have to spread back out the map a little bit, and PRX are ready to repop back through Arcade. They're calling a really nice game.
A lot of util being committed, and ults by EDG. You're right, they are calling a phenomenal game.
Prowler sees nothing, they start stacking
There
A.
is no way at all. They have slipped the net entirely. They'll strike where it hurts. Flash with a connection, they know that tower's occupied. Chicho just with this judge. Looking to lock this one down now. No flash forwards. The judge knows it's going to be difficult to trade out, and that will cause was a concern. They don't want it to go toe-to-toe with it. Chicho thorn in their side, but Envy still stepping up. Smoggy with the instant trade. Flash forwards. Dodged in time. Precarious positions into 2v2. Chicho's picked up the upgrade. He's got the rifle. He's already onto sight. It's perfect play in position, but he's revealed it anyway. And PRX, individuality. Heavy-handed now, firing off. You know that Chicho's the one that has to play for it. A 4-piece for Forsaken. Bring them up to that 2-round lead.
Smiles all across the faces of the PRX players, because that is one of those rounds that they've played beautifully in terms of the macro and never allowed EDG's individuals to steal it away from them. I mean, look at that. Camera on a swivel, and they're right underneath it. A grand heist on Fracture. They got away with all the jewels, and they've knocked down EDG's economy in the process. Absolutely run their pockets. And absolutely nothing is guaranteed, even if we make it to split. The EDG players are hungry for it this time, man. Kang Kang said right before this game, true winners never settle for what's in front of them. Never rest, always hungry. Both of these teams have that trophy. You might be expecting them to not be the hungriest teams out there, but man, they are coming in with fire.
It's a chance to join a very elite club if you make it to the grand finals. Chance to be two-time trophy lifter. It's only Fnatic and Sen who have done that in the entire history of the game.
And EDG, they would be the first team to win the Champs and the Masters.
Got to make it there first, though, one step at a time. Currently on the back foot. It's a lot of sound cues, a lot of util being used by PRX, but that's just to pull the rotations. Stack of bodies by EDG, they're lying in wait, hoping the full committal is occurring, but now it's a reclearance up towards Dish. Heard for potentially by Divide, but walking up, yep, snaps to the side. He might just call the troops all the way back. He's heard the rotations, and they're catching the bodies.
They are scattering EDG to the wind.
Blinded.
EDG left really reeling now.
One enemy remaining.
No safety at all.
And Jing's going to be able to get the showstopper online with this plan.
30 seconds left.
This is his map. It's his home territory. And he'll have another opportunity to take PRX forwards in the next round. A little aggro play. Nobody almost invited forwards there.
Yeah. Armor going down. It's tempting. Not going for it, though.
The economy is just absolutely thriving on PRX. They should be looking to chase this one to generate ults.
Oh, my goodness. Almost a missed opportunity, but a fault line secures it in the end. You're right. Jinger secures the kill, though. He's already earned up his showstopper, but they're not too worried about it.
Yeah, even with Forsaken dying, he gets the Seekers online. It's a big uphill battle now for EDG. They are lacking the ultimates. PRX have the initiative on the attack side, the initiative with the ults. They've showcased that they can do these slow, more fakey rounds, and EDG's defense can't really handle it. Kang is going to pick up the operator. He is 3 and 14.
Yeah, he's going to look to see if he can turn this around. Unconventional. Not used to seeing him perform this poorly. But EDG, they've got to do it now. PRX looking like they're cooking up a bit of a threat over towards the tower play.
Faking like it could go slow, but this Molly lineup, as you're saying, means that speed is going to increase as soon as Jing and Envy get set up in arcade. Here's the Molly, that's the timing.
Oh, straight there. I'm going to see and listen in potentially, but taken forward now. We're going to see the ult offload as Jing showstopper. Forward again. Smoggy's claimed 1 kill, but that shot straight to the corner. Let's take out Chichu. Pesky problem playing Envy. Locking down arcade. Steps towards a challenge and comes out on top.
It's a disaster for Kang. He's just invested into this operator and now finds himself in a 2v4 retake with it. Never been able to get impact in this map.
No. He's been shut out completely.
Still waiting for that round that really got him fired up again on Breeze. If he could find a moment like that, maybe he could take his team back into this game, but PRX have locked them out, shut them out. And he's going to be forced to save again.
Yeah, it's a pure masterclass on the attack side for PRX. We're not seeing the same mistakes rear its head.
No.
Ended up losing them split. Tiny opportunities. Getting overzealous, giving opportunities for EDG to clutch. They are hungry, hounding for these kills for the guns themselves. They understand how important it is. EDG, this is everything to them. Full investment. Kang. I push them back and away to keep this up for the next day, but this is, it's slowly circling around. They're not even giving that chance.
Kang's used to being the predator, but he's turned into prey. PRX hunting him around the map, stopping him from having any impact, and making sure the op is taken firmly out of his control. The ults are just invested at the perfect time as well. PRX to keep all of this momentum going. They are flawless. EDG can't find an answer on defense.
6 straight rounds here. EDG not choosing to force. You'll have to do this. It'll most likely have to be 1 round at a time to drag it to OT because PRX is feeling almost preordained. Jing forwards again, but that off angle is everything. First kill that goes away of EDG, potential gun to be reclaimed on top of it. Jenny, he's caught in transition.
What a blunder.
Taking him easily on top of it all. Trailblazer clears up most of the other site. No more surprises. So Util now going to be chucked into the mix here. Envy potentially in some trouble, and Anator's going to be deaded, and Ulti are going to be committed onto him, and no one's turning, no one's looking. Envy finally accounted for. TDG flooding in. The timing here, but it's a 2v4, now making it a 2v3. Sidestepping Forsaken has got to do his best in a spot like this. Steps forwards, but it's not Chichu again. And now the squeeze on Dubai, rapidly from the side. It's Chichu baiting, swinging around, and somehow it's EDG to find a light at the end of a tunnel.
They are holding on to life right now. That was barely a buy whatsoever. Sheriff's in hand. Not much to work with. And a MasterCard Thrifty puts them on the board and keeps the gap within 3. Some nice shots hit here, but also a little bit of PRX just not being ready for the timing on the A flood. You had Envy with his ult in his hands and players not holding angles. One mistake, absolutely, that's acceptable. Alex is not going to be molding too much about that one. But if it keeps happening like it did on Breeze, suddenly there's an issue. You can't let a team as talented as EDG back into a game.
Really can't. Potential for a trap play here. EDG trying to square up nobody. This is just ridiculous!
How'd he get one?
Still gets the one before the Traders in sight. The lockdown should be pushing these EDG players into the extremities, but Device so smart in terms of the crosshair placement.
Where are they going?
Where you going? Indecisive. Smokey's running forward. Some players running back. The flash is good with the connection, but it goes both ways. Lined up. Smokey is going to batter his way out of this one. Into a corner. Into
got
a
another!
box. He got a second. How are they managing it? Mistakes being made by PRX once more. This can't be happening. Not a repeat of Breeze. But a 2v3. Something in MV. Not done yet. Plan at least down.
They've got great post-plant utility. If something gets a kill, the round should be over. The orbital strike should lock things up.
Just holding. Tucked for now. Doesn't want to give anything away. Hearing sound cues now. We're going to see that one moving over, but that's going to be the molly sailing over. Kenny's already got half. It's a good wing con. Turn for them. Invi's found it. Hold on. Flash ready. But no kill claimed critically onto something. He doesn't have the ult to play for here. Invi! Oh my! Tony missed. What are they doing? Min-max it towards the bitter end, but they got that half. So it's EDG securing it up.
They just couldn't find that post-plant setup that they were looking for here. But it's individuals again, Brent. It really is. He's just barreled into a smoke, and then Smoggy's run all the way through a lockdown. Decided a completely different game plan to Gianni. They crossed paths in the middle, bumped into each other. But Smoggy had a round to win. 24 and 12. The player that was highest rated in the VCT CN Grand Finals has woken up again to carry where Kong couldn't.
They're doing it again, EDG. One round at a time. Trying to drag it back to equal here. Forward play, Forsaken is very much out into the open. The jump spot, the Terror-Blazer. Sends up for the punish. And here's the players close. We're going to take a listen in EDG. Are they ready for this?
小心摆小心回爆弹，小心爆弹。我留。别急，我有大招的。招跑我放了。阿克我在看，没大一个，我可以打，不行，我开不了弹，燕南有大招。斯凯还在 drop 是吧？
斯凯回清 drop 了，上来一个 drop， 去踢球一个，手包点了只能。
我还在看 B 大，我在看 B 大，
你去帮他行吗，张周
？B 大，我在加 A 大，我在加 A 大，
我封烟，
A 大没有，假的，小心 B，
想杀地，
小心 B， 小心
B 进了，小心冲你 Kenny 啊，我来保你哦。
你去吧。
It's patience play by EDG. They are cutting PRX to shreds. Plan potentially might go down. Invi with a committal now. They do have ults to work with, but still it's a player disadvantage. EDG primed, ready. Oh, what a strike being offloaded this early on. Forcing the issue. It's exactly what they ordered. Exactly what they needed. Still a 2v2 though. They're not quite out of the woods just yet. Kang forwards with a stick. Potentially earned. No, just gets off in time. It's a perfect peek by something. Stimmy now forwards. And another tap. See if they can pull these players way down to buy. Something capitalizes off of all that noise.
PRX get up to map point off the back of an incredible round from something. Known for the jet in this meta, this aggro brim round is beautiful. He uses all of his utility prior to the post plant. A masterclass in how not to bait his brim. Immaculate timing off the back of Invi's stun. Collects these kills, drives him into uncomfortable positions, and swings off his teammate.
No hesitation at all. One round is all that is needed to send us all the way to split.
But this, remember, was the scoreline on Breeze, and PRX failed to capitalize.
EDG attempt to get it done. The weaponry is not ideal. Stingers offloaded, nobody posturing like he's stronger than he is. He's a one player alone onto the A site. No matter work for now. Kang decapitates Divide to that north side of the map.
They've missed him, but he's turning up late.
Turning up when it matters most. Obviously we picked up here, but this is a rapid approach once more. EDG reinforcing over towards the B site.
PRX's composition just snowballs these ultimates so heavily. Envy's one away, Forsaken's one away, Jing 2 away. EDG's win condition at this point is just to hope that PRX fumble them, or that EDG can get in front of them. In a round like this, with lighter weaponry, a Sheriff and 2 Stingers, they're loving the fact right now that PRX are split up. There's only 30 seconds left, by the way, here.
Split up across the board. The door's going to be opening up, though. It gives a bit of an indicator over towards A. Does
30
Victor's going over towards B.
Are they going through spawn?
Jenny's being pulled away potentially. Something's going to go down. Jing is straight there. Hold on. Cause all sorts of chaos. The orbital strike is uploaded early. Jenny, just choose to use it to deny the plan. There's 20 seconds left. Do you even have time to reach this? 14, 13. It's going against them now, and nobody is playing spoiler. Just cuts them to shreds. EDG, somehow they find a foothold, somehow they find a way, round by round, piece by piece.
Jenny stays alive with the Vandal. Chichu without an opportunity to upgrade, though. The money is still not going to be good. EDG are still working with odds and ends.
30
But
seconds
Kang
left.
hit 2 very important kills over the course of this round. A quarter of his total in the map.
10 seconds left.
And they still have not baited these ultimates out of PRX. This is one of those rounds where they got in front.
See how well it goes for them, though. Again, PRX, all they need is one, and with the ults on their side, surely you got to imagine EDG can't keep putting these miracle rounds online. Smokes, primed, cutting off all the angles here. The trip's going to be catching. Smokes off in their face, steady down now, but that's going to be the showstopper to lead it all the way forwards here. Second satchel, looking for it to fade away, and it's nice movement still. He will go down, Smokey, stunned up, caught into the corner. Ults are going to be expended now, but that Nightfall forwards, the crunch, and the pinch. Oh!
Spike down
EDG, decisiveness, and zero hesitation. And for Divine now, it's a weakened Chichu.
Recalling my bot.
Kang with no rifle. There are ins, there are ways to get back. Potentially send us all the way to split. We've got to get past so damn much. Kang, critical info. Comes to the side, 45 seconds left. A lot of time to work with Divine.
Placing swarm grenade.
It's a guessing game for him as he hunts out where the remaining player could be. Chichu is low, 4 HP. First shot accuracy is what are going to come down. 2, it's going to fall.
30 seconds left.
Chopped down. Kang revealed himself. Kang! He steps up when they needed it.
At the final hour, the protagonist emerges to help put rounds on the board and do the same thing to PRX as what happened on Breeze. This was supposed to just be an elegant round, close things out, get Jing's ult in the best position, follow through immediately afterwards with the breach ult. They expended the entire arsenal, and yet EDG still prevailed. With nothing, with scraps.
It's scraps every time. Nothing but pure grit and resilience. We've come to expect it from Kang, but the ability to pie.
Once again, PRX are asked to try to close things out before it gets to OT. Because otherwise, EDG have already shown them where the danger lies on Breeze.
Pure resilience, pure composure. EDG set their sights forwards for the OT. Divide trying to dominate control up towards the smokers with his angles there, but that is an absurd way to clear it. Walking in with a shorty in hand with Divide taken out. Suddenly, problems arising.
Nobody did that in the previous round. He walked in and went 1 for 1. This time he brings a buddy with a shorty. Really good adjustment coming out of the tag timeout. Shows you, even though EDG and their IGL Nobody are unconventional, they can still find really good answers.
PRX right now scattered to the 4 corners of the map, basically. No cohesive idea just yet.
With Divide gone, there is a lot of pressure, actually, that a flank could be coming behind Envy.
Yeah, he's the one with a spike. Still, he presses the advantage forwards. It's them trying to sell a potential here.
Forsaken
is all the way through. He's potentially trying to play into CT here, but positions EDG! Oh, it's the feed entirely filled up, and once more, we're going to OT!
The resilience of this squad is unbelievable, and they have all the momentum. against PRX, the team with the biggest expectations coming into this tournament, who wiped away their opposition in essentially every game they've played recently. EDG are standing back up, refusing to go down.
Let's go!
OT, EDG return to the attack side.
Smoggy on an absolute tear. 28 kills forwards. PRX back on the defense now. Lost their chance in regulation. Maybe they'll look to see if they can seal it up, take it all the way to split here. Tough route though. EDG never a team to give up too early.
Cam is going to let them know Trailblazer used on the north side.
Clash from the crowd. Cheers on either side. The tension palpable now. Shots hitting straight to the dome. He's going to be brought down. The Forsaken trying to whip his way all the way in. Jing and the counter forwards running and gunning in a satchel to see if he can buy himself a bit of safety. The smoke. Bring around the Rosies. They don't have a clue. The damage is being done. Hold on, hold on.
He might have done him.
Game of timing. Oh my. It's getting precarious. It's getting frenzied. 3v3. Something just spots out the shoulder. Chichu there, but now the squeeze. It's perfectly played for EDG. But there's a spike drop down and a damage from earlier.
Down B.
Goes both ways. Chichu in a 1v2. 1v2 spike picked up. But not a clue that Jing was rapidly approaching.
He was a monster on Breeze, and it wasn't enough. He's again top of the scoreboard, Jing, for PRX. And the way that he's moved around that anchor smoke on B has baffled and befuddled EDG. Grabbing a couple, gets flashed inside the smoke and swings back around through tower, playing off to Vi again.
Oh, holy shit, how am I alive, bro? How am I alive, bro?
It's PRX who are going to be taking the tack timeout first in overtime. Alex wants to put a strategy game for 5 years.
Yeah.
You have to capitalize when opportunities like this present. This entire tournament is an opportunity for PRX to round out the cabinet, and this round has got to be a micro demonstration of the same.
Straight in there. All to be picked up. Door's going to open up. It's a pump fake.
They have been very good at threading this kind of stuff through, but nobody has just grabbed so much information towards the north side instantly.
Yeah, just full sprint off the back of his horn, not seeing anything.
I mean, if he was...
He's the type of player.
I thought for a moment he was going to get the rope.
He was eyeing it up, wasn't he? Oh, he's thinking about it.
It would be insanity.
He's thinking about it, but no. Pilsen's back away, but they have given up the entirety of B.
I don't know what is going on in the EDG camp right now.
It's carnage. Walking back and forth here. PRX might be just walking straight back into the stack.
How have they called this perfectly?
Oh, there is no way. Operator! Kong's going to be good for it.
Down A.
Takes a shot, but a trade is there. Wall to cut this one up and across, in through that sand control.
That also means Jing's one away from showstopper, though.
Jing contacting again onto the line. There's a pixel angle, the pre-fire. Smoggy almost going down as a result. Could have been dire.
Could have been it.
Nobody still, it's a guessing game. He's just been sprinting back and forth, getting the steps in. It's a fault line and a swing forwards. Chichu looking to see if he can bail it out, relieve some of this pressure, but he hasn't dropped finding these kills. Chichu anchoring, he's a menace, but an ult offloaded and a rocket to the back. That will spell defeat and doom nobody. Forced to do it all in a 1v2. Damage stone drops down, plant is down though. The positioning not too ideal. The PRX finally get the round that matters. They pull it all the way. There's no stopping this train. The final stop.
Neither of them had their trophy. Now both owning one and looking for a second. And whoever wins this would be favored in the grand finals with that map veto. PRX have won every pistol, almost in the entire tournament, and yet EDG have still been hanging on. It could make all the difference.
Really could. EDG rapidly all the way around, straight down the vents from a ramp. And PRX were playing in spawn to play off the sound cues. They're on their heels.
Yeah, Divide was in a passive position, so he's not going to get caught.
Flank's coming through though. Look at this. They're not aware of this at all. That's a spike drop down. Invy's the one to secure that one. First blood going his way. Smoggy forward, seeing they can find a way through. Punch a hole out of this setup. But with the spike drop down again, the PRX pistols have just been outrageous.
Yeah, it's a disaster, this one for EDG. They tried to cook up something interesting, and PRX were in spawn, hot on their heels, immediately re-pushing vent. There was not a thought in nobody's mind that there could be a player running him down on that quick of a timing as he trailblazed for his team to take pressure in mid, up through B heaven. This spike should be unrecoverable.
Chichu, Kong will do their best.
30 seconds left.
Shots rattled now. Hold on, head to start the roll with a flash and a peek. What they ordered up here, the spacing, hold on, gripping, okay. Eventually gonna be able to find a way forwards. Pissed around again, par for the course of PRX.
It's absolutely unbelievable. The consistency that they've had and the immaculate read on what was happening during this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you've never seen a pistol like this. You absolutely have. A-ramp take, flood back through mid, go towards B heaven. But the speed with which PRX recognize what's happening to them, and they are immediately barreling after EDG looking for the fight, completely caught them off guard.
Be careful with that gas.
EDG changed their split composition. I think looking to mirror what PRX were doing.
There's damage done there, Jenny. Trying to get cheeky. You're right, they will try to look to mirror them.
This is one of the advantages of being PRX, is that other people are looking to you in metas like this to figure out what is good.
A question to see who can do it better.
Big brother, little brother type B in this final map.
Yeah, see it now. Just with the Sheriff though, it's a decent amount of damage. Kills though, barely coming through. Devi's got to be careful of this one, 27 health, but okay. Fade away, steps to the side. It's a lovely three-piece for him.
What a reaction from the guy. I think PRX can be happy anytime they just cleanly convert these positions. With the way that it's been going in the match so far. They're keeping the energy up. And they've got weaker weaponry heading into this bonus. But a lot of it's still going to be dangerous. Now you see Forsaken and Ching fight over B main all the time. And in rounds like this, Forsaken loves to do his walk through a smoke play.
It really does. Ching with that judge.
Passive from EDG early on.
Yeah, look at them, they're holding for it.
Yeah, they're just hoping that PRX makes the play. Yeah.
They want Forsaken to walk all the way out of that. They've seen it before. We all have.
But it's also the threat, right? It's also the fact that PRX have done it so many times forces EDG to just sit here for 30 seconds, essentially wasting the clock, their own clock. That's the threat, that's the pressure that PRX's aggression can do, even when they mix up the tempo and throw a slow round at you like this.
We'll see, Forsaken, slight pixel angle. ADS up with a Bulldog. Kill claim with Smoggy being cut out, 0 and 3.
That contact also pulls Jing and Devi closer towards B main.
And something's finding kills all over the place, hold on, and we're gonna see a bonus potentially in their sights. EDG are looking for answers in a possibility like this. Hold on to Paranoia, sent flying out, but that DTP, that is accounted for.
30 seconds
Paranoia was
left.
sidestep. Made her way onto the side. They're gonna be able to get this plan down.
Chichu is gonna be so late on this. There's enormous pressure on Jenny and nobody to stand tall.
It really is, but somehow still coming up with it. It's Devi who gets it, now a double Sancho, oh my God! Nobody just leaves it into Jenny's capable hands now, and time potentially bought. Chichu is going to be arriving in V, trying to step towards it, picks up the gun, but he's still looking for that second player because surely, Chichu's nearby. Snake bite, sails out, reveals a handle where Chichu's playing forward, side stepping in V forwards, 70 HP, gets on it, tap, moves out into the wide. So Jenny though just deletes him out of his sight. 4 kills to salvage a very tricky situation.
It's another spectacular round from a player re-entering the roster for EDG. Chichu's lurk was outrageously late. They left a lot on this guy's shoulders, and he delivers again. Whether he's playing the smokes, or the Senti, or the KO, he's there, the glue guy for EDG. And they've been searching for a replacement player like him for 2 years. Finally found him in a meta that works better.
Yeah, we're seeing it. TP, rapid take now over towards that B main control. Forwards is Forsaken. Looking to see if he can run this one down, but he's going to be stunned up. TP again. Surely not this time. Once more. It looks straight to the top of that box. The play is being accounted for. EDG get full access over towards the B side. That nade needs to be respected. Nobody barely out of dodge here. Second wave of the util. Blaze is going to clear on the hell player. Jing is way ahead of the rest of his pack. Looking to take this fight forwards in B up towards that perch, but then again it's all Smoggy. Watching for it. Immediately steps back up to the plate.
I think they completely misunderstood where Chichi was in this round. Something was still looking for a lurk, and that's why he wasn't with either of the other two on the retake. It's not really a feasible 1v3, this one.
Well, they are weak. We'll go down one shot to the Outlaw, but
they're just not going to give him the option.
He's not going to go for it.
He's going to be left with an Outlaw. I mean, he might be able to upgrade this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a Phantom that he can go grab. But that's a round that PRX would love to have another go at again. Money's not going to be in a great position. Jing, Forsaken, Devi all down to within the hundreds of credits. And Forsaken's gone for the same play twice in a row, as you said, Bren, and EDG have caught him both times. It's fine to go for a play like that when you feel like you need to take a risk. But in a spot like this, the expected value gets a little bit lower, I think.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Pretty hard read. You're seeing the frustration on Alex's face.
Well, the risks in that round are very individual. Forsaken takes the risk. Jing takes the risk while Envy is smoked off. They're not really tightly playing together and relying on that team fighting that they are probably best in world at.
Given ways to get back in here if you are EDG here. That nade is going to be at least...
Hello.
Hold on, deep dash forwards. Kangang's right in their face. Blind as anything, but it matters not. Not when a fight's taken at that kind of distance. And Kangang's gone for more in through CT. Just for that Bulldog Blade Storm. Right click will do the job. They are trying to cut this PRX team to shreds. Satchel across Jing. Hoping for some better weaponry now. Cutting this one up with a 3-2-1 double space. Dashing straight into the wall. Boombot. Swats out Jenny. Dropping down PRX. How are they making the most of this? Unreal. Now the players leaves it into it. Jenny being pressured, pinched. Got a heaven angle out through main. Seeker's going to be offloaded to try and help him out. Nobody. Back to the wall now, but that smoke just blooms in time. Jenny! It's got it all under control. Devi with just 20 HP. Have to walk all the way around this one, but I think time has gotten away from him. They've left it too late. Apply for the exits. Consolation prize.
These are the kind of rounds, though, Brent, where PRX, you'd normally favor them to be able to pull some magic out. A rabbit from a hat. And instead, it's EDG who deserve a lot of credit for being able to win the crucial duels in the midst of all of these rounds that calm the chaos. Today, EDG's individuals, the little decisions they're making and the shots that they're hitting are putting them forwards in these scrappy moments more often than PRX. 3 rounds in a row. A reminder that coming into this game, the setup to make this one work, it's still Jing and Forsaken playing over towards B. I think they'll have Forsaken on a bit more of a leash, or at least doing different things to try to mix things up.
We'll see if EDG get the read on this one. Something, he has a tendency to op over towards A main, or straight down and gut up mid. Trailblazer confirms that something is not going to be over towards that main angle, and the deep dash now as well. Get themselves deep into the A side. Let's take a listen into EDG.
我在这。
天完包可以吗？可以。站的没有到啊。
让他们看到我跟你讲，他给我封烟了。我去这扎着，我说你们得躲闪。啊，你
2楼站那边要飞，2楼飞了。
白铁。
要不还有里边没人？Viper 70两个包点。
没白。铁板狙。
包点到。
慢完。哦，可惜。
It's disappointment towards the end there in the comms of EDG, obviously with the way that was handled and played, but explosive at times as well. PRX have a clean retake.
Yeah, I think even though EDG had smartly put Smoggy in a position to build up his ultimate, despite all of that, the way that PRX scale together in retake scenarios like this, look at the way that they fight behind the Seekers, gathered up together with something just controlling any potential reaction at ramp. It's really nice. PRX, great round from them.
It really is. Round like that too, where EDG, I think it's quite telling. Out of the timeout, he understood something anti-op money. Full speed ahead, clear strategy! The punish onto Jenny's deep TP. Taking this time, contesting for that B main space.
And not going for the B one way first, just TPing straight into the angle with the flash. Helps him catch that timing, win the fight.
Orbs reclaimed, just pushing back and away. Holding on to a bit of that B main control here. Chichu has found himself a deep insert, but he's left guessing as to where the opponents could be. Jing, slight angle here. He's worried about, again, the deep lurks. PRX, very good awareness as deep pings into CT. They understand that they could have lost control of that area of the map. Jing here. Open spot. Now he can't quite see it, but now all the way forwards, flying. But nobody watching for that heaven angle. This is something, again, taking pot shots out of them.
Not really conscious of the danger with Jenny falling. No smoke for heaven. But Kang didn't adjust his pathing for it. Should be an easy round for PRX to clean up.
You have to see them being diligent here, but if that last retake was anything to go by, you're going to see the discipline raining through, up driving on a dash. That is insanity by something. But it's played to perfection. PRX not willing to leave him hanging.
He's always going to be stylish. The Jet on split. His style of play is beautiful to watch. I love the adjustment coming out from Alex as well. They're fighting more aggressively over B main, even though this is an anti-eco. Funneling them into the A retake, which they look really strong at. EDG are going to continue to pressure A again, even though these post-plant situations have not been working for them. PRX in more anchor positions now as they swap Something's operator to B main. Looking to stay mobile with the defensive setups.
Still potential danger here, though. Trailblazer broken down and a bit of spam, that'll do the job. It's Kang going down nice and early, but that's going to be the paranoia sweeping, but then a counter forward to Umbi's anchoring positions. As we were saying, deep TP, it's going to be heard with the reinforcements arriving. Communication, I think Jing was just thinking it was potentially Jenny, but now they're going to be making moves up and around.
Here.
Divide pushing forward, let the pit drop, but now that lets Something pick up this angle.
Now that they've lost control over towards vents.
The EDG fairly heavily trapped. Should be another round where PRX just convert this one cleanly. Positioning's all good, player advantage all good.
It's EDG that are being pushed into a corner here. There's no real exit. You just have to fight your way out. It's Divide catching that contact, doesn't want anything to do with it. His job is just to contain this space.
Whittle down the time, force EDG into making a bad move. They ease up on the pressure as well. Not looking to contain super heavy. Time's fairly low. EDG, it would be a mad scramble if they wanted to pivot over towards B, and Something would have a chance to contest.
30
Yeah,
seconds
they've given up
left.
control though. Contacting all the way. Something was still here, but the operator would have been able to punish this. 24 seconds left. Into this round, B is the objective. It's an open site. What a call to make.
They've slipped past Divine and Something. The smoke for the
10
plant.
seconds
Got
left.
to be meticulous with this one. 9 seconds left. Something slowly getting back up onto the line. Doesn't want to take this one aggressively at that. These deep positions, risky business. EDG, you've got to try and take it to them. Oh! Punish onto the players. That contact play, and Jenny. There's only so much you can do in a spot like that.
Something saves the day, skewers EDG. That's another one of those rounds you could not afford to lose. EDG are putting a lot of pressure over towards A. I love this decision from them strategically to mix up what the defensive setup looks like. They were expecting once they got to site, there wouldn't be an anchor player. They were not ready for Envy at all, not in the slightest. And Something is taking over. It'd be immaculate to get that Jet head-to-head with both firing on full cylinders for the final map. But at the moment, defense side with the op, Something's in control. Desk, we're talking about it, hasn't been a Kang takeover game. He's had, I mean, unbelievable round on Breeze, but he's actually got more to give. There are a few things, pistol rounds, Kang's individual level, that if EDG managed to get them going, absolutely could make the difference.
It really could. I mean, Kang previous series that EDG have played, it's him that has stepped up to the challenge. Top numbers across the board to close out their previous series. They're going to need to see it from him once more. This EDG timeout has got to come up with something good. This one, it's going to be a weaker buy for EDG. More of a minor investment. Not willing to really go all in, other than Chichu. He's got the hero rifle.
They were getting their success in rounds 3 and 4 by putting immense pressure over towards B. And for whatever reason, nobody has not led the troops back in that direction until this round. From memory, it's been 3 retakes in a row on the A site.
Yeah. Great time for a B hit though. Deep ping into the back of the site. Might anticipate Jenny's going to use his ult here as they go into the B exec. And there it is. It's going to be clearing that backside control. And EDG can rapidly approach now into the B side, but PRX seemed to be one step ahead. No one was anchoring. Everybody off site. Happy to pepper them with bullets. And a nade primed. The plant position. As soon as they hear it, Chichu now committing and watching inside the smokes. Kang going walkabouts here, drop it down! That is disgusting work! Jing eventually dealt with, but PRX more than ready once more. Nobody dropped down to just a single digit of health. Snappy stuff. Chichu forced just to retreat all the way back. Spike in his hands for any chance of salvaging this round, but PRX one step ahead of them out of the timeout.
Leaving something posted on the line. It does grant a very slim chance for Chishu to do something remarkable, but they've been great at monitoring his position this entire time.
Toxins going up.
They knew he was 1 orb away. He'd be playing with the team, looking to get the spike plant, looking to get the pit online. So they were never worried about him on the lurk. And something's got the read again. 30
seconds left.
Not really enough time for Chishu to do anything over towards A.
No.
He's just going to look to try to preserve his gun. Was hoping the PRX would make the mistake and step out into him. But like I said, it's an immaculate round. They've just got the perfect read on where Chishu was going to be. They weren't as worried about the lurk this time. They had something gathered together. And the push out through the rafters smoke, much better executed this time.
Yeah.
Jing dropping heaven, Envy wide out on rafters. And the retake smoke matters a lot. I mean, in previous B situations, Forsaken's been dead. This time he's alive and able to provide incredibly important util.
It's a very heads-up play from PRX. Out of the timeout. Everybody off site, no anchoring over towards the B site. They saw the ults, they saw that Jenny had it available. Anticipated that B exec with a deep TP into it, but...
And the pressure down onto the plant is enormous. They're not waiting for EDG to put the plant down, get the pit online, get into funky positions. The pressure is on instantly. And a nice mix-up after they've been threatening to fight B main a couple rounds in a row.
Yeah, back again. Something though. Applying onto the A side. Chichu! Not long for the world.
Shut out of this game.
Insane level of consistency is what you're going to get with an operator in the hands of something. EDG given full access once more towards this site. Again, worried about the next step of things deep. Flash, Kang not looking to take the space off the back of this one.
Get out of my way.
TP, this time a tap, but this time no nade. Seeing him hold it all the way down by taking towards CT. Something activating. That all that pressure applied. Jing getting away with murder.
Another round where they bait EDG and they lure them into the site. You guys can have it. It's free. And then they collapse the trap.
It's a masterclass.
It really is. It's beautiful.
They know the conditioning from earlier. They know the first few taps of the spike. It's just going to be that. Just taps.
They also took down Chishu so early on, so they don't need to worry about the lurk. When you're playing against a team that likes to 4-1,
Helicopter.
as soon as you take out Chishu, all eyes focused on the site. EDG have occasionally mixed things up where Kang also lurks through mid. Be nice to see something like that because the game plan is not working right now.
This is interesting. The money's all over the place here for EDG. Big group up into A.
EDG have also just been putting a lot of pressure on the outsides of the maps. Think about what the desk was setting up. Vitality won this map by putting pressure through the center of the map, by splitting into these sites. Not something that EDG have been doing much of. EDG are hyper-focused on execing through A main and B main. And they're getting punished for it.
They know Smoggy's one away from the ult. This is risky business from something. It's a lot of angles to account for, but a dash is going to be prime for this one. Nobody used the dog, but nobody took the space off the back of it. Now set up potentially for success here. Players just waiting to walk straight into him. Reaction time test, but usually good for it. A shot just goes wide. Top of that face here. He's going to be immediately evacuating, looking to not contest whatsoever. It's going to be sailing though. Up and over now. Risky business.
30 seconds left.
He's not going to be going for that plan. Asika's even just blinding up the opposition, but it's a full retake yet to be played for. Now is here Jing. Showstopper finds a mark, and the Bucky can't even get it done. Jing running all over them now, still alive and kicking. And the spray control just whipping it around, making sure to put a stop to any of it.
And Chichu's on that he's been trying to deploy for the last 3 rounds. Chopped down at the knees. PRX retake game plan is working excellently here against EDG. It's too one-dimensional. They can't figure out how to win a post plan. They don't contain enough of the map because they're not threatening through mid. EDG have been hanging with PRX this entire match. And now it seems to have all slipped away.
It's essential for EDG to put this last round on the board with the way that the pistol rounds have been going. You can't let PRX get a 9-3 up. Pistol round into the next, you'd just be staring down at the barrel.
They've got an Odin spam on the A main line.
Spam, straight shot though. Operator's going to be going wide here. Kang straight up, now we're going to see that showstopper utilized. The Odin spam punished. Divide taken out. Rocket, potential there maybe, but sidestep for now. The Divide going down, this retake wall is not going to be coming to fruition. Much harder in terms of the retake for PRX, but I've barely getting under control. Double satchel, what is that? Jing! Almost wrangling control with a rifle in his hands. A blind shot in the time. Still something getting it. Smoggy's position now known, but a forward approach is guarded. Crossfire setup played for to perfection. EDG, they get that 4th round that they needed.
Kang delivers them an opening kill. And PRX, that's the first time that we've really seen them after the tag timeout fail a retake attempt. Jing traded. Incredibly important. But EDG would still need a pistol, and they haven't won a single one.
Tough going, but it's all to play for. Grand final spot on.
But here, 8-4 down. There's never been a more important round for them to be able to secure.
Very much an all-in here. Flash, not getting a connection, and it didn't bait the trap play. It's PRX walking up off the back of it. They hear potential rotation. Smoggied up, catches it, signs alive now, and that dash primed, Brockton ready. Somebody's going to be straight back in there, but a snap to the side. Envy was unexpected that one with the refight and the repeat. Paranoia is good. He's taking straight on it, and the damage on the Kang. Essentially, you might see it reciprocated. Yes, it's Forsaken. Just gliding and jumping straight to the side. Half clearance into the flower pot. It's nobody. Claims alive for something. Trailblazer, anything to buy him a bit of space and time to stun. It's good with a connection. EDG, finally! The pistol round that was promised to them. They get it online.
At the 11th hour. That's been the story all day for EDG. They trail behind, but when the pressure's on, when the lights are at their brightest, they step up. Here again, it looked like Forsaken might have been able to do enough. The little jump peek around.
Enemy remaining.
But that stun, the Trailblazer, and the half clearance from something, who's otherwise been having an immaculate game, but that had small error. It lets EDG back in. PRX are not going to force, but they are dangerous even with only these bandits. Sheriffs. EDG needs to be clean.
It's nice. Spam onto the cross. Immediately applies the pressure here. The side with these pistols, they know the rough positioning now of the PRX players. Like you said, it just has to be clean past this point.
There.
They're waiting just in case there is that presence, but that's going to be rebounding into vents. Just away a little bit. Dropped all the way down though. Seen similar scenes here to EDG's pistol, but this time it's no full committal.
EDG are also a little bit more tentative of pushing out around the map compared to PRX. PRX love taking the fight on defense, love walking forwards.
Oh, what a
EDG
shot.
just sitting back, letting the game come to them. Catch Devi on the lurk.
They can do that. Smoggy has got him contained. Just trying to back away here, taking a lot of shots in the process. It's a nice play still.
Trick shot.
Transfers in time, yeah, definitely is. Envy doing the damage though. Jenny now has got to put a stop to it, and he will do just that. From the high ground, up from the heavens.
EDG unable to recover though. An extra weapon off the back of that.
Remaining.
But coming in on the bonus. Not looking super great in terms of having a good defensive setup here, really. I mean, look at the weaponry that they're working with. It's going to be a Bucky. Oh, force of the Phantom.
Okay.
Oh, that is a massive decision late on, about to head into this round from Kangkang.
It's a big gambit. Full armor, Phantom in hand, and a one-and-done position with no one holding B heaven control.
No.
He's in danger.
And he's also nowhere near the Blade Storm. I mean, he'd have to have a phenomenal round to even have that in the back pocket for the next.
It's mid-control being given up by EDG. Just the boom bots exchange on either side. Poking, prodding over towards B main.
They are probably going to have a slightly more defensive setup, as I say, on this half, compared to PRX, who are always looking for that fight. Thus far, really nice read from PRX too, taking up all of that space that's being given them through mid.
And have to take this all the way up towards B heaven. Chichu is going to have one hell of a task. Looking to defend, push this one back. Kangkang is hard committed to dash. It's not going to be primed. It's open angles, open avenues, just trying to shoot them all down. It's immediate dash to disengage, dinks through the wall. This is definitely picking apart this PRX opposition. Gearing up though, prime time, waiting for the smokes to dissipate before the B main players potentially activate. Spotting these barrels out wide now. We're going to see that nade and a flash forwards and the activation off of all the sound cues. Pressure being made. It's perfect stuff from PRX.
30 seconds left.
Able to play each other in perfectly at that. This is risky business. Kangkang gets away with it. Hold on, pick that one up. You're not done just yet.
He's got a dash back in his back pocket too, and a heal on board from the IGL.
Raid boss himself looking to see if he can step all the way up. This is PRX trying to gear up, but falling asleep ever so slightly. Trying to time it just with nobody's flash. Now he's picked up the gun, reclaiming it. It has to be coming down to these individual shots. Slight reaction times here. He's going to be chipped down potentially. Double dash in now with a satchel. Smoggy straight there. Need to push them. Nobody's found it. Hold on. Envy! Snaps back to the side. And earns himself that Red Bull clutch, rifle in hand.
Treachery from the Bucky. Envy stays alive. Look at the aggression here in the post-round from PRX, giving nobody multiple different opportunities to close. And a blast, taking down a 26 HP, but not enough. That man's heart may not last the entire match.
I'm going to be able to take all of this. Seiken, TP, this is all an attempt to pull the defensive players into spawn. It's succeeding.
Yeah, very passive positions.
Pulling the util out.
It's going to give Devi tons of space to work with in mid.
Yeah, look at it. You just follow the Seekers all the way up. Not too worried about it now, but he should be potentially. The adjustment of the shots. It's Kangkang that's gone wide. Falling prey to Devi, already taking up all that space, but still doesn't force the issue. Jing just sidestepping this one. TP into the back. Jenny is already going down. Cut to shreds by the bullets. Smoggy there. Shooting in the dark. He's able to trade out at least one of the kills, but it's a 2v4 at this point. PRX have slow sieged their way all the way into the B site.
EDG have already got a somewhat cautious approach to their defense side. And then after Forsaken throws the ult in, they've just pulled back their defensive line really heavily. Granted PRX all the space. Kangkang only needed to hit one of those bullets with the Outlaw and Devi would have dropped. The pressure would have been relieved, but he couldn't land it.
It's a really nice idea by PRX. Seekers on one side, Fake with the Omen ult on the other. Gone hunting potentially for these EDG players, but Smoggy is one away for his ult.
It's a round that comes down to the wire in the previous, and then an instant response where they just dismantle the defensive setup. It's so much harder to defend when you're being forced to run back through your own smoke into the site. Especially if you don't have B Heaven.
Yeah.
B Heaven's got to be your position to try to flood from. EDG, I feel like this entire match have been losing the positioning battle, but they've still been able to find success in other areas to make up for it. Now it feels a little overwhelming.
Yeah, the clutch potential. Don't want to count this team just yet, but again, the weaponry taking a knock. Some blind firing. Hoping for a lucky connection. Flash in the face, but dodged for now. This wall causing a couple of issues, but the fuel going to be running out of it soon enough. PRX happy to just wait it out. Crouch are now slowly creeping back up onto the line. Contact plays. The Trailblazer's going to be able to clear a decent path up towards that Heaven angle, and it does put pressure onto Smoggy. Trying to anchor from this spot, yet how does he find it? As that smoke blooms, now the ult's earned right from the backside. Now this is Jing looking to see if he can satchel in. He's creating a little noise. Pressure made. Trying to see if he can bait out these shots and kills. Flooding in though. Wonderful spacing and good fundamentals on display. Potential chance to claim a kill. Still a 3v3.
Love the way that Jing is jiggling that. Perfection from PRX.
Pulls all the tension away now. Can't backs himself out. Is there any other better weapons that they can reclaim? Because Jenny's playing as a judge, Chichu with a sheriff.
Not ready yet.
Kankai the only one with a rifle. It's going to be on him. And look at this discipline. This is unreal stuff. High-low cooked up. Heaven angle accounted for. Swinging with confidence in their hearts. But you might be going toe-to-toe here with Chichu. Got to be careful. At the end of the day, PRX have got shooters themselves. 11 rounds now for PRX. Getting closer and closer to a date with destiny in the finals.
And the discipline difference as they've warmed up throughout the series. Jing only commits to that when the rest of his team is already through the choke point, ready to pinch. And then a high-low setup in front of the Paranoia. No way that Jenny can have any impact in that round. Or Kankan for the matter. Head taken off instantly. That was a round where EDG took a gamble. EDG decided to invest up in that round. Finals with a massive advantage in the map veto as well. If you win here, you've taken that first important step towards that second trophy, towards legacy.
Chance again to secure himself in a history box. Good punish. Jing with that satchel play, it's Kankan just stands his ground, immediately dash to disengage. It's a wonderful first kill opener, but PRX, question is, how do they reclaim it? Divide, want to space over towards A. Could be calling for the rotation of the troops to come back over towards his direction.
And because Jenny plays in such a hard anchor spot, his opportunities to re-clear areas are extremely limited. He's alone on an island. No idea if people are walking into Heaven. Let's take a listen.
You can come back, actually. We have 1 minute, guys. Don't worry. They play inside. They have Sky. Go back.
Dude, let's do 2-2 from middle. Legit. Go B-man. You guys go B-man. I go 2 with Zilla.
Okay.
Because they're not gonna clear this A-man again.
Yeah.
They're fucking kancong now.
Yeah. Just keep pulling up that time. Careful, check out, I'll tell you once more, guys. For later.
Wait, my right side.
Yeah. I have flashing too. They should be playing set, they put CS now. No operator, right? Can you check Vin?
No.
Guys, make sound on B-man, please.
I'm picking 3, 2, 1. They're playing set.
Gonna dog.
Make sound on.
Smoke heaven, guys.
I'm talking now.
Go long. Flashing back pillar.
In the smoke, Ila.
Can we fight him?
Decisive calls here from Divide, looking to see if he can put the squeeze again onto these B players. But EDG, they are home. The trades have to come through now, but it's just not going EDG's way. A 1v2 once more, Jenny.
10 seconds left.
Left to once more do the impossible. He's placed in difficult positions. That's his job on this squad. He's often able to come up with the goods, but a 1v2 with no armor to his name. That's going to be difficult to see if he can get through. Envy and Divide accounting for a lot here, cutting up in terms of the angles they're playing at. Hold on. Spotted it out, but there it is, Divide. Lands a shot that was necessary.
He's been a monster in London. You hear him in the calls, you see him in the server, you see him in the kill feed. The way that he's controlled the game and understood what EDG's playstyle is, they didn't go for that re-clear name A. They were holding in passive positions. And the coordination that he calls for in terms of when to make noise and how he's going to pull the defensive eyes in different directions. That's a lovely opportunity to listen in.
Oh, yeah.
To a team that now has 6 chances to close out and go to a grand finals.
A date with Destiny potentially ordered up. One more round. Push them into that grand finals.
A spot that at this point they're comfortable in, expected to get to.
Getting more than enough of those. Gives them another chance though to round out a trophy cabinet divide. Already on the A line here.
Going up.
Looking for patient play all around. Showstopper out forwards. That's a connection and a half. Jing straight in there. There's going to be traded. Jenny straight up, and now we get overwhelmed. Chichu tries to get involved. Tries to insert himself here. Both players rotating, and they're just calling it all the way back. It's a masterclass from Divide.
Yeah, he's given them another opportunity to pivot.
Something's trying to get one step ahead.
Something's sticking around.
I think he's going to be broken. Yeah, he is. He's already inserting himself over towards B. He's causing all this pressure. Noise being made. Keeping one of the eyes peeled all the way back. The Seeker, though, points out exactly what Kang is. And Divide's ready for it again. The cerebral nature of this caller. He might not put up the bigger numbers, but he will call you to a win.
30 seconds left.
Plant going down. Obviously no contestation, and it's all in the palms of Chichu. Gonna get his first chance of it. Crosshair placement's good. 1v2 now earned. But how the hell do you find a way forwards? The pit ready to be played here. Placed down, potentially overlapping here. There's going to be a cause for concern for PRX, but spamming away. Bullets raining. Hold on, he's with himself in the process. 26 health. It's all on the line. Half one of the views is what he's trying to worm, but it's all PRX today. The grand finals. They find it and take it all the way. And a day with Destiny, that's all we've been calling it. This squad will have another chance.